Greetings and welcome to you, brave citizens of our new world. It's me, Toronto's greatest supervillain and evil genius, Dr. Terawatt. This is our Layer 4.0, and we are playing ourselves some Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. Coming to you live once again with our B team as they make their way through Waycrest Manor. As we find ourselves with our lovely and intrepid adventurers now making their way to the top floors of the Manor Waycrest, we'll make our way through and introduce ourselves to our players. First and foremost, of course, we've got Esteban playing Talrand, our skeleton archer.
Good evening.
And we got Raynor coming in playing Drakiar, our draconian sorcerer.
Bees.
We've got Keldaka Gray coming in playing Sneck, our kobold cleric.
Sneck is on Frankenstein computer.
Yay! And of course we've got Quad playing Alloy, our warforged warrior. And Palanthir playing Caleb, our Air Genasi rogue.
Tonight on Masterpiece Theatre, we have stab, 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 jab, twist, stab, stab, stab.
And last but certainly not least, we've got Piffles, our goblin bard, being played by an Embisaurus Rex.
And me!
Yeah.
Ah!
So when last we left our adventurers, they had managed to find some of the sort of brainwashed and charmed servant people on some of the lower floors of the manor, and had managed to sort of shake them out of what they were doing, and had killed some of the vampires, which had them all sort of under a glamorous spell. Telling them to hide beneath the manor in some of the, not necessarily the catacombs, but like the storage areas and the darker, sort of more secluded spaces, while the rest of the team attempts to break the curse of the Hunter's Moon, some kind of strange spell emanating from this manor, which is causing there to be an endless night with a full moon over top of the entire city of Alderth, causing a massive uprising in werewolves, causing them to turn more feral than normal and tear through the streets of the city. Empowered, or at least given permission to exist by the Hunters' Conclave within the town, this intrepid group of adventurers have found their way now onto the 3rd floor of the manor in search for those responsible for the madness that takes place in the streets below.
They're messing with my grunkle. That makes me a grumple.
Yeah, you found your grunkle chained up in the basement.
Grunkle.
Your grunkle that you had never met up to until you invaded this manor.
Brand new stinky grunkle.
Yeah, that kind of came out
With a
like
shiny
field.
button, not usual.
Yeah.
More
And
mustard.
suddenly a grunkle. Are those windows on the wall to the south?
To the south of you, no. Those are just some struts along the wall in this area here.
Okay.
That is a door, though, just south of you. You can see that there is a balcony just north of you, but that is mainly because you guys were in sort of these little towers that have windows that look outward, and you did see that there were sort of balcony areas. I also went through and just revealed all of the sort of the outside of the manor itself, so you can kind of get an idea as to what the shape is of the building. Before we get down into the sort of nitty and the gritty of the situation at hand.
Okay, I am...
With the exception of the tower, is there a floor above this one?
There does not appear to be, no. When you were up
Okay.
in the tower, you saw, or up in those like little viewing areas, just to the north side of the structure, you did see that there was indeed one more floor to the tower in the northwest corner, northeast rather. But other than that, yeah, that's it. Like this is the top floor of the mansion, save for the tower.
I feel like we should check out this isolated room first, just on quick, easy in and out.
Bleh.
Okay.
I agree.
All right. So
Thanks,
now,
whoever that was.
you guys are moving quiet as a group, I imagine.
Yibs.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So, as we'd established previously, instead of everybody rolling stealth and eventually borking yourselves with the fucking action economy, if you're moving stealthily as a group, then we typically have the person who has the least skill in that particular aspect just simply roll a stealth, and then that is your group stealth. So you're only as quiet as your loudest member. So for that, I go to you, my good boy, Quad.
I just had a bit of a giggle there because I looked at my inventory and went, why do I have 4 steaks in my inventory? Oh, steaks!
Yes.
Yep.
Not S-T-A-K-E.
Yep.
Steak.
Anyways, I want to roll stealth now.
Yeah.
With the quietness
All
of
right,
4
so-
regular men.
19.
So you rolled a 9, but of course you got that plus 10 from Talrin giving you that extra stealth ability as you guys make your way up to the door to see what is inside this particular room. Are you guys going to try to like quietly open the door and peek in, or simply listen through the door, or fling that bitch open? What's your jam?
Quietly peek in the door.
Quietly peeking in the door. All right, roll me perception. Oh yeah, that's nice. From on the other side of the door, you hear some sort of distant humming, singing from a woman, it seems.
I don't like this.
Don't kick in the door, don't kick in the door, don't kick in the door.
The door does not appear to be locked, though due to its construction, you can't really see through like a keyhole or peek under the door per se. But you can hear some sloshing around of liquid, and you do hear like humming, singing.
It's a loud janitor in there.
Yeah.
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 He just puts your ear to the door here. Grab it up, dooba-doop, grab it up, Going through. No. It appears to be some woman humming some sort of distant and ethereal tune.
I relay this to the party. Do we want to pop it open to see?
Oh.
You know what? I'll pop it open.
My man, roll me a stealth. If you want to open it like quietly to
Oh,
to
it's gonna be
see.
quiet.
Oh yeah,
It's gonna be quiet.
it's gonna be real quiet.
Real quiet like.
Okay.
For a 38 in stealth.
So a 38, because you're near the team there. That's fantastic. So you creak the door open ever so slightly, and you see an opulent room. There is sort of over to your left, you see what would be sort of a canopy covering a bed, but the curtains are drawn on one side, and you see a large coffin actually underneath it. You see there's a chest on one side of the room, a large mirror and some makeup and other vanity things, a fireplace there, and over in the corner of the room, you do see a large bath with a vampire bathing herself in what does appear to be blood.
There's that wonderful. Alright,
Or we want to repeat what we did to the last one?
not quite. Not quite. I'm just going to relay to the rest of the team. One vampire in there with a coffin. She is bathing in blood. She does not know we are here.
Shit.
Can I? Sorry, I was going to say, the color of the vampire's hair, is it like black, blonde, brunette, mermaid, whatever?
Her hair appears to be black. At least so
Black,
far as you
okay.
can tell, she's drenched down with blood. Her hair could be auburn or brown, and you wouldn't know.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to turn to Talrin then and say, what color is your daughter's hair again?
Valid.
Valid.
Esteban.
I'm gonna go with blonde.
You can't remember.
She is blonde. Yes, you do. Let me assist you briefly in the moment that you are having. The daughter that you have had, she is indeed blonde.
Okay. Yes. No. Found the pictures. Yes, is blonde.
Okay, I don't think that's in her. That's her in there then. But good news, we found a coffin. Bad news, the owner's inside the room as well.
Good news, found a coffin. Bad news, it's occupied.
Oh, very occupied.
I mean, that might be good news as well, because if we take them out, then they'll just go straight to the coffin, and then their party's over indefinitely.
And your daughter's name, what was it again? Arami?
Yes.
Okay.
Arami.
Arami?
Yes.
Okay.
And I mean, because
I'm now thinking of that gif of the guy walking down a hallway with a shotgun and just kicks in a door and blasts a person taking a bath. I'm not sure if you've seen it.
I don't know that I have, truth be told. now that we're in this situation, I don't think so. No.
all right, just gonna turn to the rest of the party. Okay, how are we handling this? We just gonna leave her alone?
Perhaps check the adjacent rooms for others in case they
Yes.
come reacting to the sound.
Yes, this is a good plan. This is a smart plan. All right, I'm just going
This is
to
a good plan. Like this plan. I'm excited to be a part of it. Let's do it.
It's a fantastic plan from a fantastic man. All right, just going to slowly close the door.
Mhm.
Do that thing where you just twist the knob before you put the door back in place, then
Oh,
jam.
yeah. With like a 39 in stealth, you are silent as the fucking grave, moving from one area to another. You're doing real well, don't you worry. There we go. Good. All right, sweet. Yeah, moving over to the other door is slightly to that area there. I'll let you carry the stealth if you want to do that.
Okay.
Because you rolled pretty well. Creaking the door open ever so slightly, you do see that it opens up into what appears to be a long hallway with a series of doors.
It's always a hallway with doors. Why does this house need so many hallways? Why does this hallway need so many doors? Why does it need so many rooms? Why does this place exist? All right, I'm done.
Because they're noble pricks. We
The
should check this
opulence
door
of
as
the
well.
ruling class.
Vampires are immortal, so if they keep reproducing, I mean, they're all gonna live forever. They gotta put them somewhere. Lots of rooms.
Moving to that other area, you do see that it is an open door, leads to a balcony. And there are another set of doors leading in different directions.
Okay.
We try to take her now. We've got hallways and more doors.
One does not simply walk into more doors.
Dad.
Right.
You're the first one to die, and only one to die. I hope you know this, right, Quad?
I was hoping you'd play that.
I hate you. Alright, Alright, so just go back to here. Alright, we taking this one out?
I guess.
Alright.
Me?
Alright.
You gonna do a thing?
What
What
are you
doing?
gonna
What are we doing?
What are you
What are
gonna
we
do?
doing?
What?
She's asking what are you doing?
What are we gonna do?
We're gonna murder. We're gonna murder a vampire, Envy.
Mm. Piffles
Oh,
was asking
Piffles.
because she's small and can't see in through the door.
We've been telling you things though. We've
You've
been
been telling me stuff, but I've just been like, so what are we doing? They're just being, no.
We're gonna murder a
We're going-
vampire, Pipples.
Well, we're going to do
No,
what
but
we
it
do
was
every
like
time,
the plan
Pipples.
Try
We're
to
doing what we
help
do.
me.
No, curse stomp a bitch.
I prepare to fire the
I
moment
was
the
asking
door is
about the
open.
method.
The same
that
thing
we
we do every night, Pinky. We make the bitches pay. No,
Slaughter some fools.
Take down that patriarchy.
that sounds like a good plan. I like that plan. Let's do it.
I love this plan. I'm excited to be a part of it. Let's do this. All right.
Doc,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
eat the rich.
question I have is, what happens to a vampire if we disperse them, but their coffin's been broken?
Roll me a knowledge check. Survival. I'll let you do survival because you're a monster hunter. Cool.
Apparently.
You actually don't know.
Damn.
Off the
damn
top of your head, like, you hear they die, but you don't know for sure. That's never come up. It's always been like, when you kill them, they go back to their coffin. So you have to either kill them in their coffin or destroy their coffin. If you kill them before that happens, like, that never came up as a question, really. It was just people shouting things at you, more or less like, this is what you do when it's dangerous and scary, and shut up! And you're like, okay. Distant memory.
What check would that be for me to make?
For you?
Arcana?
No, because that's like monster lore. Yeah. Looking at your character sheet, I'd say...
History, maybe?
History?
Just 'cause it's cult
Yeah, I could say you
history?
can get away with a history check.
I do live in a kingdom with
14, you don't know.
You live in a house with a lot of books.
Like, killing a vampire, you know, sends them back to their coffin. You know it's considered extraordinarily rude to do so. You also know that on occasion when they die, they actually do carry some of the objects on their person with them. When they turn into like a mist and then go back to where their coffin is. Which is cool, sure, but it also puts you in, like, you know, a bit of a weird situation. When you're like, well, then what happens if you destroy their coffins? Like, where do they go then? When they turn into a fog? What happens? Like, you're not
You know, a
necessarily
thought
sure.
just occurred to me out of character,
Yeah.
and this is a weird thought. What if that's not her coffin?
It would be weird if it wasn't. And we'll
I
deal with
said
that
it was
bridge.
weird.
We're about to find out.
We'll deal with that bridge when we come to it.
We'll burn that bridge when we cross it.
He has a
Got a
wife,
situation
and
here.
the wife is away.
It's not like killing her will cause us to have a shorter countdown timer, because that countdown timer is currently going. So
Should I breach and clear now?
yes, breach and clear.
All right, so
Okay.
who has prepared actions?
Hmm.
I'm preparing a spell.
Okay.
I will prepare stuff.
All right, so Drakir, what spells are you preparing?
Scorching Ray.
Okay, and it's basically like the second the door gets breached open, you're gonna step in and fire on this person who's here.
Did not mean to do
Yeah, I
that.
get 3 shots I can make with that.
Okay.
And because I don't know what's going to happen if the coffin is destroyed first, I am going to save that for after we kill the bitch.
Okay, and just double checking here, you, Sneck, you're preparing a sacred flame.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Is the tub she's in one of those ones that's made of cast iron? Because it's
Oh.
old school, so it would be cast iron. If I cast heat metal on it, could I cook a bitch in there?
You gonna poach a bitch?
I'm gonna poach her. Hot
Yikes.
poached vamp.
Yeah, you
It's
poach a
like blood
bitch.
sausage. That's how you make blood
Yikes.
sausage, right?
Yes. As it is, the tub that she's in, you're not necessarily sure the make. It appears to be white.
Okay, because most tubs like that are made of cast iron,
Yeah.
and I would know that because they have rotting ones in Goober and Gobble's place.
It
So-
could be a big iron tub that's been enameled. It could be made from porcelain. Could be carved out of ivory. Who knows?
Depending on the time frame, like this is out of character. Depending on the time frame, tubs didn't like even nowadays they're still usually made out of either fiberglass
Mhm.
or they have a metal base in them.
Mhm.
They have a metal base to them usually for structural soundness because porcelain does not hold up over time.
No. But people
Like-
made shit out of weird things back in the day.
Yeah.
And these are rich ass motherfuckers. They might be able to afford a tub made entirely out of ivory.
Mm.
Could be
Usually
more
they
like
still have like a
marble or something.
metal. Usually they still have like a metal layer in them though for structure. But
Well, all I can
Okay,
tell you at this point
so-
is you're not sure.
I might take a chance on that.
Gonna take a chance on me. Okay, so you're gonna prepare to use
Heat
your heat metal on the tub.
Yep.
All right, so you're gonna cast Scorching Ray, Heat Metal, Sacred Flame, run in and stab. I imagine Caleb is also going to run in and stab.
How far away is it?
If not, run in
yeah.
and lift the body when everything's said and
yeah.
done.
Okay.
I can cast that from 60 feet away. I'm good to go.
Yeah, you do
Maybe
need
I'll
line
make
of sight
some-
on the object in which when you start the spell.
Yep. So I'm gonna do it once. Like, actually, yeah.
You're
Depending
gonna
on what
have
other
to-
people are doing, if they get it out of the tub, then it's gonna be a next deal.
Exactly.
You think she's gonna live long enough to get to the tub? You're funny.
But we'll see what happens. And
But
of course,
if I could be the first to cast and I peeked in through the door, I could heat it up, and then if it doesn't go, she wouldn't know that I casted it.
and then I assume Esteban, you're gonna have Tauren just like load arrows in there.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. So we've got ourselves, ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves a surprise round on our hands, potentially, assuming nobody boofs it. Remember to select your icon and then roll initiative so that you end up in the jibber jabbery here. And if I'm like select and I go,
Oh, fuck off.
does that work? 21.
The one time I don't roll high is the time that I want to go first.
Okay.
Damn. Always. Bitch cakes and titty biscuits.
Holy shit, I'm not last.
Usually I roll 20. I want to cast a spell first, so I'm 11.
Yeah, she got 21 on that, but that is where she will be when the round resolves.
Ah,
So she will miss her first turn, and then she's going to be fucking top of the order when it comes to the next bout. I'm just going to move that right into the corner.
Talran beat her
there.
out.
so
So,
in character, I'm gonna be like, so like a lot of the tubs that are at like Goober and Gobbles, they're made out of like metal, and that thing
Yeah.
looks like it might be made out of metal. So I could maybe heat it up and take care of this problem like soup.
hell yeah. Get
If I go
boiled
first.
blood. That won't reek awfully everywhere.
If anything, we ring the dinner bell. Vampires like blood. It'll just be soup with blood sausage in it.
So I open the
Aw,
door.
yeah. All right, so 3, 2, 1. FBI, open up! You guys burst in. The door swings open.
Hello.
Talrand immediately opens fire with 2 shots. That is 2 shots from the longbow and a 3rd shot for Dread Ambusher. All 3 shots find their mark. Roll damage. Jesus, 13, 10, and 11.
I rolled low on damage.
Oh, whoop. I did that first.
What's that?
I said I
I-
rolled low on damage.
Yeah.
No.
So that is, what, 34 damage? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man.
All right. Holy crap. So once again, same as with the last vampire that you guys were going up against, you did see that like the arrows were sticking into her body as you guys burst into the room, but you do see that they're not necessarily finding their mark as hard or as deep as you would expect them to. It's definitely like she's having a resistance to that. Is that your turn with the 3 shots?
Yeah.
All right. And you are up Alloy.
Alloy.
Roll to attack.
Halberd to the face.
We established last time that we refreshed all our stuff, right?
Yes.
Mm.
When you guys
Okay.
leveled up, you refreshed and regained back all of your spells and abilities and health and stuff.
Yebs.
Because
No,
I
I think
like to
I'll
think
hold
I'm
on
a
to the
nice
fighting
DM.
spirit. So
Try not to burn important things today, folks. We
yeah.
potentially have a big fight coming.
You potentially have a boss
Yep.
fight, yeah. Swinging. Two swings with the greatsword. First one barely missing. The second one, though, absolutely finding its part of a critical hit, doing 11 plus 10 slashing damage. That's 21 damage.
Fug.
All right.
Taking a bitch down.
Slash. Once again, her flesh appears to be almost supernaturally tough as you slash into her and she shrieks. She's barely managed to squeeze out like a "what the fuck" as you guys all burst into the room, trashing shit. Piffles, you cast your heat metal. Is that right?
Yebs.
All right. So this person needs to make a Constitution save of 14.
14 or higher.
Critical success.
God damn.
Now if she makes that, does she take half damage from it?
Let me check.
that's
you.
that.
Maybe
With
that's
heat
if
metal,
it-
the save is to drop whatever you're holding.
Oh.
She's sitting in
The tub.
You absolutely heat this tub that she's sitting in. Immediately, the blood that she's sitting in immediately comes to almost like a frothing boil as the tub turns red hot. It is in fact made of a polished painted metal. More interestingly, though, as you heat it very suddenly and it like boils up, you notice it's not just the blood that's suddenly making a boil in the tub that she's sitting in. She takes the damage in boiling blood as it sears her supernaturally powerful flesh. But the tub was made of lead, and it fucking dissolves when you heat it up. It turns to liquid, and a liquid hot lead splashes not only over her, but over our good boy, Alloy. Alloy, make a reflex save.
I'm sorry, friend.
Dexterity, you mean, right?
Yeah. Dexterity save.
No.
Okay, you take 5 fire damage.
No, 5 of my 54 health.
Yeah. As liquid hot lead sloshes over your shins and feet.
Oh wait, that was my temp HP. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Wouldn't that reinforce him? Because it's going to add more layers to his armor?
You'd think, but you're wrong. Do you do anything else with your turn?
No.
Yeah. I literally rolled, like, on my end to be like, is it made of metal? Yes. Is it made of lead? And then I rolled and it was like, yes. And I was like, okay. So that's what's gonna happen when you roll that. It's gonna fucking burst.
Mean.
Drakir, you are up.
So mean.
Scorching Ray, Scorching Ray, Scorching Ray! Alright. So casting Scorching Ray. Blasting into the... You can't see her from where you're standing. There is a wall in the way.
You have to get in.
The door is right
you have to
there.
move before you cast.
You gotta move over or into the room.
Would I be good here?
Uh,
Then I'll just go here.
Yeah, you got perfect line of sight there. I was gonna say, like, you'd have disadvantage on your rolls if you did it from around a corner like that. All right, so 2 of the rays find their mark against her. Roll for damage. Pew, pew, pew.
How?
That's 11 and 8. All right. Minus 11. Come on. There we go. And minus 8 damage. She looks like shit. She's not looking good. as she's just covered in searing lead and blood and like arrows just being slashed at and shot at with fucking scorching rays. She looks like hot garbage. Is that all for your turn, Drekir?
Yeah, I'm just ducking behind the cabinet.
Okay, yeah, taking some cover behind the cabinet there. Caleb, you're up.
Okay, so I've rushed into the point.
Just like I'm saying, what was nice is that I now get to add my charisma to any fire damage I dealt. So that was actually more than I was doing last level.
That's good, yeah. No, you're getting that extra
Okay.
charisma modifier.
Okay. Alright, so I've rushed into where I am right now. One's gonna stab her. Can't do that now. Surrounded by hot lead. Great.
Yeah, those 6 spaces are a bad place. You might be able to reach her from here.
From here?
Yeah, like if you move into the space next to Quad.
Jump up on the stool and stab her.
Yeah, right over there.
The floor is lava.
Basically.
And
It's mostly like on the floor, so the bottoms of your shoes should be okay to survive as you're walking into this area now, but like half a second ago, this was not a good place to be standing when the tub exploded.
Yeah. And I would not be getting sneak attack on this, would I?
It's a surprise round, so she should.
Yeah, you know what?
Should
I'll
be.
allow it. Because it's a surprise round, I'll let you roll your sneak attack damage.
Thank you.
I'm also right next to her, so it would have counted anyways.
Shit.
A 13
Doesn't do it.
does not, no. It does not hit her. You do swing, and your blade does connect with the side of her, but it doesn't seem to cause any damage. It just rolls off her as though your rapier were blunted.
Alright, so that happens. Caleb looks at his rapier. Says, fucking vampires, I swear to... Kill this bitch!
Dog, can I change what I was going to cast?
Dust this bitch! You cannot. You did make a prepared action. I'm so sorry. That is how surprise rounds and prepped actions work. You can
That's
either
why I asked.
you can either say you're not going to do it and lose your spot, or you can cast the spell.
No, I'll cast a spell.
Okay. All right.
And I can see her from where I am, and she doesn't get covered against the spell.
No, yeah, you do have line of sight to her from where you are, and she's gonna make a Dex 15. That's 8 radiant damage. Dex save. No, she doesn't make it. So she takes the 8 radiant. Are there any other effects?
Don't think so. Double check. I want to say no though.
All right, so
It's just a cantrip.
yeah, she gets fucking lit the hell up with magic radiant fire.
Yeah, no other effects.
All right, and
She's not
it
had a good
pulls
day.
around to Talron's turn. As it comes around to the top of this, Talron, you can see that after your arrows sort of like made their mark against her, some of her wounds started to immediately close. It is your
She
go.
shouldn't be healing because she got hit with radiant.
She can't heal when she's been hit by radiant.
Yeah.
This was before she got hit by the radiant.
Oh, that's fair. If
Yeah.
you're doing it, if you're doing it,
Because she did have a turn, though she did not get to act on it. Her regeneration
oh,
happens
that's true.
regardless.
Yeah, because of the way surprise rounds work. So she
Yeah.
didn't technically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she hadn't been hit by the radiant damage yet, but now that she has been hit by radiant damage, this trait
She
does
won't
not
regen this
function
turn.
at the start of her next turn, so she's not healing this turn. Coming in hot with the arrows. Bam! So that
Shit.
is 21 piercing damage.
Ooh.
She absolutely, as the arrows, like, one of them stabs into her and, like, you know, you get her just almost, like, center of the chest, does some really solid damage. The next one almost bounces off of her. Like, she still takes the force of the impact, but the arrow doesn't actually pierce her skin. All right, and you've moved into the room?
Yep.
Okay. It is now her turn. on her turn, shrieking and like screeching in agony, she turns and begins to slash at you guys, going for the ones that are closest to her, chiefly the one that did damage. She is going to swing at old Alloy here. Does an 18 hit you?
Nope.
Try me, bitch. Yeah, so she slashes at you with her claws, and it glances off the side of your armor. Also, thank you for the follow, Nate Wist. Welcome aboard. Thanks for coming on in to Evil Incorporated. Find a seat.
Ah!
All right. Now, with her second attack, she is going to attempt a bite. Wait, no, hold on. Bites can only be done by people that are willing or incapacitated. Fun. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they gotta grapple someone before they can actually bite them.
Well, and she's gonna do that. She attempts to grab old Caleb. The only person between the bunch of you that looks like metal. She immediately dives at you with her claws open and attempts a grapple. Can you beat a fucking 7?
Okay, so what am I looking for here?
Opposed strength check.
Opposed strength
Actually, you can use, in defense of a grapple, you can use either athletics or acrobatics.
I'll use
There's a tiny intern in the chat. Hello. No idea what's going on, but I support you. Thank you, tiny intern. Give me a 5-second catch
Small
up.
intern.
Yeah.
I think I beat it.
Did you? Yeah. So
you though?
She like reaches out at you with her claws, and you're like, "Get the fuck out of here!" And you like manage to dodge. Manage to sort of swat her aside.
I just imagine Caleb stepping to the side, and she just falls flat on her face.
Yeah, she is still covered in like boiling blood and molten lead, and like arrows and slashes, and she's getting hit with spells, and she looks like just 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. She looks like hot garbage. It's bad times.
I do not consent, and steps aside.
Yeah. Missing that against you, though, she does then move to the window and starts attempting to get out the window, but in doing that, because you're using a greatsword and your range is 5 feet there, Chief, she moves out of your thing with a swing with your greatsword. A 14 misses narrowly.
Fuck.
But also, actually, because she stepped away like that, it provokes an attack of opportunity as well from Caleb.
Okay. Come on. There we go.
That does strike with an 18 as she turns her back on you. She leaves herself open, and you do have an opportunity to give her a stab.
Get her between the ribs.
And that is 8 damage, so you do slash her across the back. She hisses as she continues clambering towards the window. She does manage to get the window open, but has no additional movement left on her turn. Alloy, it is your turn.
Make it dead, 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 make it dead.
Do it.
Get him! Great sword. A 16 does hit, and a 24 also hits.
Go to sleep.
Oh my god, so that is
So 13 and a 10?
23 damage.
Actually, let me check something here real quick. Can I roll a 2? Oh yeah, I can re-roll that too.
Okay. So re-roll a 2. So, and then we'll... Okay, so it's a 3. So it's plus
so
one
that 10
damage.
becomes 11.
Okay. You fucking snicker snack with your blade here, running over to her, slashing the absolute shit out of her. She looks bad, dog. She looks real bad. She is still like trying to clamber out the window, but she looks like fucking garbage.
Can I shift my weight to block the window?
You know what? Yeah, because it's on that point, I will say that on her turn, if she attempts to make her way out the window, that you can attempt a strength check to stop her. Like, you can attempt a grapple, basically, to keep her from going out the window.
Okay.
All right. Piffles.
I'm gonna do a Blast of Eldritch. I get 2 beams of that, so I think I have to click it twice. Yeah.
Eldritch
Let me do that twice, because I get
Eldritch
2 beams
Blast.
at level 5. I get 2 beams, and then we're level 6. So those 2 hit, Yibs.
Both of those hit, and that does 2 and 6 force damage. Let me just double check. Okay. She does not have
damage.
resistance to that.
She what?
Well, she doesn't have resistance to force damage.
Nice.
You open up with your attack, coming blasting out of your instrument or ability of choice.
I'm just gonna do the kazoo at her.
My God.
The Eldritch Kazoo.
You,
It's like my Thunder Dupe, but this one is like Eldritch Horror Dupe.
you immediately doot, and it doots real hard, and this beam comes blasting out of it, and annihilates this person. In a shriek, she goes, "Ah!" and disappears into a waft of silvery mist, which then floats across the room into the coffin that's over there. Yes, Tiny in
Kazoo's
turn.
are so versatile.
Immediately pops it open and stabs her in the chest with a stake.
After he does that, and he steps away,
And yeah,
sets
Tiny in
Goblin on
turn. The
fire.
goblin bard in the team here uses a kazoo.
I have a kazoo, and I have a thumb piano, and I have a little ukulele lute that we picked up last place we went to, and I got the bagpipes that fires the fireballs, and also
Doc, is she
sometimes
successfully extra dead?
leaks some explosive
Yeah,
shit.
as
everywhere.
combat's over, because we had a stated objective, real quick, first and foremost, from Talrand, you run over, throw open the lid of the coffin, and you see inside the coffin there's effectively just sort of like a wafting mist that is sort of vaguely in the shape of the woman that you guys were just fighting.
I stab her in the approximate locale of where her heart should be
So you
with a
like
stake.
drive a stake down in this sort of like center area of the mass where the sort of heart area should be, but as it is, when you do that, nothing appears to happen yet. The mist that she is hasn't necessarily formed around the stake enough to kill her per se.
Turnstile, can you break the coffin?
Fire. I set the coffin on fire.
It's a stone coffin.
Hold on a second. I don't know if I specifically said it was a stone sarcophagus.
You, pretty sure you did.
Also, Rainer, your mic is a little bit.
No, it's a
crackly at
fancy
the
wood
moment.
one. It's
Wow,
it's
okay.
easy to have been mistaken. It's like a very dense, like hardwood coffin that's in there, like a sarcophagus, and it's like fucking 6 inches thick, but it is wood. Sacred flame.
I'm pretty sure me and Drac here are gonna just burn it with fire.
Burned with fire.
So the two of you absolutely light the shit out of that thing. The fire does catch to the drapes surrounding the coffin, and now the whole of the canopy surrounding it is on fire. Wait, hold on a second. I got something just for this. There you go. It's a fire now.
Shit.
I mean, we moved the wooden furniture away from the fire, and we can just let it burn itself out.
And pull the rug away.
You gonna open a window?
No.
There's smoke.
We
Where's all the
close
smoke gonna go?
Okay, I'm gonna vote we just leave this.
We should open a window, because if smoke starts billowing into the corridors, it will potentially give us away. But it also...
Would be a really great distraction.
Yeah, except we need to be in this building for an extended period of time, and we'd like it to not be on fire. And we'd
It's
also
a big
not.
stone building.
We'd also like to not definitively inform them that somebody's here.
If we open the window, they'll see the smoke coming out of the window.
Yeah, that's kind of my point of the like, it's lose-lose other than put out the fire.
Aren't all of these windows closed?
Yes, because I walked over and closed this one.
That's the only one she was trying to get open, though. The rest
Yes,
of them
but
are
if
all
we-
closed.
Yeah,
Yes,
all the
if
windows
we
are closed.
open a
There's
window, the smoke will
big
billow
curtains
outside
that are drawn.
anyway.
The implication being that most of the windows on this floor are closed.
Yeah. But yes, Tiny Intern, our lovely party here, is made up of a skeleton who is an archer named Talron, a hunter. There is a draconian sorcerer named Drakiar. There is a kobold cleric named Snek. There is a warforged warrior named Alloy, and an Air Genasi rogue named Caleb, in addition to the goblin bard Piffles. This is our ridiculous party. They are in a vampire manor trying to find and rescue people and stop a big scary curse thing that's destroying the town. So, as the fire grows, you guys open some of the windows.
Generally, try to put out the fire on the drapes.
Caleb turns to the party. What the fuck are they doing? You're standing in front of a large chest, actually, Caleb.
I use prestidigitation to put out the fire. That's actually one of its listed uses.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm staring at a chest. I'm just wondering what everyone else is doing.
Trying to deal with the vampire.
By
Sometimes
Like-
light or snuff
Yes.
out a candle, a
Process?
torch, or a small campfire. So you can.
I'm over here inspecting the lead because it must have.
Can I?
I think that's enough to qualify for the canopy fire, the small campfire thing.
This is literally like
You know what?
right away.
Roll me Arcanum. Roll me an Arcanum check.
Ah!
11? Yeah, okay. With repeated uses of it, because it's a cantrip, you can just cast it over and over again. You sort of control and contain the fire to just the bed area. The being made of like fine cottons and silks, the canopy around the bed went up real fast, and it was threatening to very swiftly spread to other parts of the room, like the rug or the other furniture. But using prestidigitation and your sort of growing understanding of fire from your draconic heritage, you've managed to contain the fire to just that area. Talrand, looking in through the flames, you see that the once the coffin has taken a certain amount of damage, the sort of like wafting misty form of the woman that was reconstituting in there slowly over time suddenly shrieks and dissolves.
I think she did.
And she was naked when she died, so none of her possessions fall to the floor inside of the coffin, and it is now a smoldering mess as you guys continue to hold on to that stuff. Snek, are you keeping watch down the hallway?
Well, as much as I can be sitting out here.
What is your passive perception?
Well, if he's actively keeping watch, it wouldn't be passive. It'd be
Well,
an
no,
active.
I wasn't actively keeping watch because it didn't state I was. I'm just out here,
Fair.
therefore.
Which is
would
why
pick
I'm
up on
asking for his
things,
passive
actually.
and not a perception roll.
Yep, 14, by the way.
14. Cool. You hear someone coming from this direction. Way off to down the hallway.
Step in. There's somebody coming, guys.
Shit.
And close the door behind me. And we can all prepare to YOLO the next person who walks in the door.
We could also go through the window the vampire was trying to go through.
all right.
We can't fly. That would be less effective.
Corrections, not all of us.
Right,
could.
we're
There's a
up
door
high,
here.
aren't we? We are up
There
high.
is a door there that goes
Most
out
of us
onto a
can't
balcony.
fly, and the one of us who can doesn't like admitting he can.
This is true.
I can make
But
two
there
of
is
us
a door
fly.
over here.
All right. I'm just gonna take a look at the chest.
There is a large, very ornate chest in the corner of the room there. It is locked.
It is locked. Okay, I will attempt to unlock it.
Yeah, go for it.
We've got.
That'd be with thieves' tools. Huh.
13, yeah. After futzing around with it a little bit, you manage to get it to pop open. Just as that happens, the door opens, and a man steps in wearing a funny mask. He immediately, just as you creak open the chest, he opens the door and steps in and looks at all of you and the smoldering remains of his lady's sort of bed being absolutely just burnt to cinders.
Oh, bitch cake.
I opened fire.
Yeah. You know what I'm gonna say? Roll me a dexterity save.
Uh-oh.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna move over here.
I'd like to point out I specifically said I was moving and getting ready to YOLO the next person that walked in the door.
You did, and I will allow you to act in just a hot second. I just want to see if our boy here goes first. You got a 14. He got a 13. You go just before he manages to say something. Roll your attack.
Are we counting this as an opening combat round attack?
Roll your attack. Just shoot him. Good God.
Well, I want to know how much I'm allowed to shoot him.
You have a full attack action.
One full attacker action?
Jesus, Harold Christ on rubber crutches.
He's dead.
So he steps in the room, and you just immediately turn and knock one through one of his eyes, and he just goes, "Ah!" and falls on the ground without making any noise, or at least without yelling anything. He definitely inhaled like he was about to, and then and falls on the ground.
You know what? I just had a bad thought.
That he was a random person?
Yeah, I'm just going to walk over and remove the mask.
You manage to get the mask off of his head, but you do have to kind of like pull it along the arrow because there is an arrow in one of his eye sockets.
It's not one of the guys who we just told to hide downstairs, was it?
No.
Okay, good.
It's one of the guys. It's the same guys running around in the cultist outfits we've seen.
All right,
Yeah.
All right, I'll just pull off the mask and please don't be someone. No, please don't be someone. No, please don't be someone. Okay, we don't know. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Throw the mask to the side, back to the chest.
Caleb at the chest.
All right.
Talron quickly defused that situation.
Who needs
Opening
alarms when you have
the
blitz
chest.
arrows to the face?
Are we gonna check out this door? Because there's a door. Should we check?
Sneck, you absolutely do find a medallion and you smash it against the ground. As per usual, smashing the medallion against the ground does release sort of a small waft of pale blue energy. Moving to the door on the balcony, it is locked. The chest itself that you guys are inspecting over in the top corner of the room, opening it up, you see that it's actually filled with a number of opulent things. There is a little box in there that when you open it, contains a very valuable-looking diamond.
A valuable-looking diamond.
Oh yeah, it is the size of a baby's fist.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow,
That
Hey.
one goes to Snack.
Is that the only
Bim-fucking
opulent
diamond.
thing we see in there?
No, I'm just going down a list here, sorry.
Okay.
You do see in there, and I'm just gonna, I just want to make sure I'm keeping track of all this, as we go through. Yeah, so you see there is a huge fucking diamond. You see a large fist-sized chunk of obsidian, which appears to be smooth to a polish. It's sort of like bulbous and round. It's definitely been oiled and sanded and smoothed down to a sheen. You see there's a small sort of attache box in there that when you click open the two hatches and open it, there is a number of gold, silver, and platinum coins in there that have been placed sort of in stacks inside the boxes to keep them sort of organized. Very much like you would see casino chips being placed inside those large attaché cases. giving them a quick glance, you would say that there is in there, I'm going to say about 200 pieces of platinum, 500 gold, and 100 silver.
Holy shit!
Yeah, vampires are rich.
Alright, just gonna turn to Tauren. It's just... We need to go on vacation so much more often.
Yes. Sorry. Platinum, 500 gold, and how much silver?
100 pieces of silver.
Shit.
You also see there's like a number of small trinkets, like there's a hand mirror, there is a kit of makeup, there's a number of other things in there. Amongst those things, you do also find a small effigy, like a little sort of idol that appears to be a skeletal figure dressed in long black robes. It is carved from an obsidian. And as you guys are turning it over, two of you, specifically the two that are standing close by, Drakir and Snek, as you guys see that idol uncovered, it does sort of radiate some of that necrotic energy that you guys feel throughout this building.
Does Snack immediately try to say, "Can I have that need smash?"
I'd like to smash that.
Alright, Caleb
Wait.
will hand...
Snek, wait. If we show this to the Black King, he may be able to identify who we have to go after.
I'd like to smash that.
Let me smash.
Can you
I
at least
know that
let
we're
me
going
make?
to it.
Can
You
you
can
at least let me?
You can study it until we leave the room. When we go to leave the room, I want to smash it.
So I quickly make a quick drawing of the statue so I can show it to the king when we get back.
Yeah. So I guess you just like use a piece of charcoal in one of your books.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna say yeah. Like you just give it like a quick sketch, just sort of its design. The skeletal figure has both of its hands together in front of itself in sort of a posture that would dictate a leader. And the black robes that sort of go up in a hood around its face, so you can see that it has both skeletal hands and a skeletal face, but the rest of it is basically just almost like a big triangle of robes.
What are its eyes like?
There is in its eyes nothing. There
Yeah,
appears
I
to
don't
be
even need,
no
I don't even need a
gems.
piece of
It is
charcoal. I
empty.
got both ink and an ink pen on me.
Okay, yeah. It does take you a little bit. You can use like the vanity table that's next to you just to give it like a quick once over. It takes you just a few seconds to quickly sketch it into your book. Yeah. And then do you guys hand it over to Snek?
Yep.
Snek, you
Smash.
grab a hold of one of this idols. Roll me a will save.
Oh, Jesus.
Wisdom.
Wisdom, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
That was a wisdom check, not a wisdom save, I think.
No, that was... I have +4. I rolled a 2.
You don't
Do you
get
have
anything
proficiency
else
with will?
to your...
With will
Yeah, I was
saves?
gonna say, like, don't you have a proficiency or something like that with the will saves?
Oh, shit, I do. Sorry.
Yeah, saving throws. Yeah, wisdom saving throws. You should be able to. You're not.
Yeah, I got
adding. Okay, 12. All right, so yeah, it gives you a plus
I don't do
7
these very often.
instead of a plus 4. Either way, we'll go with the second roll because the first one was a wisdom roll instead of a wisdom save. So yeah, roll it with a 12. You close your hand around it, and due to your sort of increased and almost inherent nature, your connection with the king, grabbing your hand around this idol, something feels nauseating and familiar, like a distant, ugly memory. Almost like a form of like it's like PTSD, except it's not memories of anything. It's just sensations, and it's nothing familiar to you. But it rushes through you as you first lay hands on this particular idol.
The king's evil, long-lost brother.
I'm gonna smash it.
Yeah, turning and whipping it against the marble floor, it shatters into a few smaller pieces, like 4 or 5 smaller chunks, as it breaks open. In doing so, you once again see a waft of this energy sort of escape the idol and dissolve into the air.
I'm gonna go poke the piece.
Walking over and poking the piece against the ground, it seems inert. There doesn't appear to be anything in there.
Okay.
I wonder if the king felt any feedback through Snack from that.
That's a possibility, but we won't know that answer. Oh, also, I have a 300 gold diamond. Do I see the other one? Like, can I look and go, like, that looks to be similar size, or the one they found is bigger or smaller?
It is definitely bigger than the one that you have.
Ooh, this might be one that could be used with, like, Raise Dead or Resurrection.
It's okay. I'm going to point out that I do have a diamond, so I do not currently need that one, but maybe we should hold on to it for a while, just in case more than one person dies.
Yeah.
Unless anyone has particular complaints, I feel like we should shove everything of value into our pockets in assorted places if we can, and just deal with them as a treasure pile later.
Yeah. I'll carry the extra diamond just for the sake of having it on hand in case we absolutely have to use it before we get to that point.
I do have everything listed down in the loot pile.
Okay.
Excellent. But yeah, there's like a sort of almost opulent handheld mirror that's in there. You see a number of other things like a makeup kit. You do see some sort of silk clothing, but not as fancy as you would expect. Like, it's definitely the clothing of a noble, but not the same kind of clothing you've seen some of the other vampires wearing.
All right.
You want a makeup kit?
Emmy.
Sorry? Oh,
Dracula asked Pitt if she wants a makeup kit.
a makeup kit. Yeah, I'll take a makeup kit. I can always use more of that stuff.
Emby, are you sleepy again?
No, I got a text from school and I got distracted for a second.
Whoops.
Ugh.
Oops.
I'm in on a group project thingy with some classmates and I forgot about it for a second.
Oh dear.
Yeah, if you
It's
want, you can
alright.
add to your
Inventory.
a noble's makeup kit.
All right.
Ooh, fancy bitch makeup.
All right. Just as I close up the attaché case to hand over Talrand, hand over to Talrand, I should say, I'm gonna see if I can swipe 10 platinum pieces from it.
Okay. Roll sleight of hand.
All right.
And that is, if you want to roll, you can either do passive perception, Talrand, or because it's happening right in front of you, you can do an active perception roll.
He rolled
24
well.
under 27. You do not see him sort of skim 10 platinum off the top. Dracula, you absolutely do not see that. So
I'm a rogue. What do you want? Besides, you guys are all too distracted with everything else.
We put out the fire, right?
yes,
Yeah.
the fire was contained within that area, and it slowly burnt itself out.
We should keep going.
The smoke wafting
Yeah.
out of one of the windows.
We should keep moving. Poor people come looking for mask guy and lady who's in the tub.
Don't worry, Esteban. I have my reasons.
Baths only last so long. We don't know what to do.
It's okay.
I
Stealing
was
from
trying
the
not
party
to
is a thing that
ask
that
until
rogues have long been
later.
known to do, and I guarantee you that no times has it ever worked out for them. So we'll see how this plays out.
What happened?
It's not even like he's like doing the whole like I steal all of their money. He's just skimming off the top. We still have tons of money.
He's got a lot of money.
Embezzling.
Yeah, he's embezzling.
He is embezzling.
He's stolen several hundred gold at this point.
At this point, yes.
Which is not insignificant.
Yeah.
Well, Esteban, let me ask you something. What's better, stealing a few hundred or stealing a few thousand?
that is, like I said, Every person I've seen who've played a rogue like this, who've decided
We
that they're
are
going to steal from the party they
supposed to
travel
be-
with, has never worked out for them. But we'll see how this goes.
I have my reasons. Just relax.
That's why I was not.
I
was trying not to talk about this until after the stream.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it later then. Also, thank you, KD Gamer Noob, for coming on in and giving us a follow. Welcome aboard. We're playing ourselves some 5th edition D&D monster campaign with our lovely characters here in a big vampire manor as they try to stop an deadly curse. Come on in, get yourself comfortable. There's a link to our Discord down below if you want to join our community.
Yeah.
All right. Making your way back into the hallway. Are you guys attempting to move quietly?
Probably should.
Why, yes.
Yeah.
Now it's my time to shine.
Oh.
All right. Alloy,
Hey.
give us a stealth. Sweet, 14. Moving into the hallway there. You guys are moving with a 14. You're going along. Moving back to that hallway.
I think we should go this way. Like,
Down the hall that way. That's where the guy came from, yeah.
We gotta find that one vampire who we killed previously before they can raise the alarm.
or we just pick up the pace in general.
I was gonna say, like, you're kind of in a situation where they're probably gonna come looking for Mask Guy in a bit.
Yeah.
So it's
There's random
6 to 1,
vampires.
half a dozen of the other kind of situation here.
Yeah, let's go that way.
All of the servants are now missing, and like
All right, moving
That's
in
at the
that
end of the
direction.
corridor, that's
I will
just
reveal
flashed
the
off
remainder
there.
of the corridor for you. Here we go.
we're kind of past the they don't know we're here stage in the sense of they're going to find out no matter what we do. At this
There
point,
we
speed
go.
and stealth.
I'm just
At this
using
point,
the-
we're basically
the
trying to take
polygon
out all the
tool here.
spawn before the alert gets.
Well, the big thing is we need to find
Bam.
and destroy vampire coffins because we cannot take a vampire lord. We can reliably punch out a vampire. What, lower vampires, lesser
Vampire
vampires?
spawn.
What's through the door here?
moving along to there. Here, let me just come along to that area. And you want to use? I'm imagining you want to use like a stealth to open the door. Have a look in.
Yeah.
All right. Roll me a stealth check then. 20. Dope. All right, sweet. So
How's a 30
30
do?
altogether. You come along to the door, creak it open a little bit, and inside you see what appears to be an opulent room. There is a large double bed there. There's a big fire, several wardrobes, like a sitting area up on the top over in the corner, but the room does appear to be empty. Roll me an investigation check. This could be anybody's room. Investigation. If you had to guess, Caleb, this is probably the Lord's bedroom, like his personal chamber.
Well, we found the man in the house's.
We should if this is the Lord's room, then we should perhaps stick our head in and see if he has any paperwork or anything, documents that could search the room for anything potentially incriminating and/or of value.
Doc,
That's
is that
good.
just a funky looking couch?
Where? Oh, up there? Yeah, it's just a couch.
Okay, just couldn't tell what the couch.
Yeah, it's like just like a short table. There's nothing underneath it. Moving into the room, you guys see that there are the two wardrobes that are there, and sniffing around, there doesn't appear to be anything like necessarily out of place, but the room is strangely devoid of any personal effects. You see inside the wardrobes, there's like a number of fancy lord's clothing that you do see. So There's like some, cravats and pants and jackets and waistcoats and gloves and, different shoes kept at the bottom and things like that. But looking around, at least through those, you don't see anything necessarily out of place. Actually, the room appears to be relatively devoid of personal effects.
I'm gonna try on a cravat because I don't know what it is, and I'm small.
I was about to say, Talron looks away
put
for a
on, like,
moment and then
a belt.
immediately sees Piffles with a cravat on and goes,
I'm using it as a belt.
I am going to actively make sure that nobody sneaks up on us.
Roll a perception.
Because
You
it's
guys-
like
you
a
guys gonna
neckerchief
stand guard?
type thingy, right?
Yeah.
And,
Dude, 22.
Wait, that should be normal. That's 22, yeah.
Yeah, one higher than
22.
people.
And a 15. All right. So, you guys are like sharp where
I'm
you're
put one
standing.
on like a hat.
With the collection of cravats, Piffles, you do manage to. They are long, triangular sort of, or like diamond-ish pieces of fabric.
Yeah, I tied one on as like a belt skirt, and then I put another one on my head.
If I'm gonna sort of draw the general sort of shape of a cravat, because I used to wear them all the time. That is sort of the general shape that you will see a cravat in, with the bottom part there being sort of like where the pin goes in. And it's much longer, and you like there's multiple ways of tying it, but you do now have in your possession several silk cravats. I'm gonna say 4 of them that you've goobered all over yourself.
Yep, I've tied them on in various places. They will come in handy for things. The shoes are too big.
Shoes are definitely very large. The shoes, way too large for you to wear.
Damn, like fancy shoes.
okay, so, like, there's no scraps of paper, no books, not even, like, lost coins or anything in this room?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Like, this is definitely where the Lord would stay, but other than his clothes, all the rest of, like, the dressers in the corner that are over there, like, they're empty. There's nothing on the side tables. There's not even any wood or ashes in the fireplace.
Piffles, you look fantastic. We need to keep going.
Whoa, I'm a fancy bitch. Okay, let's go.
All right. Moving into the hallway here, the perception from both Alloy and Acolyte, I'll let you guys carry that as you guys move along. You do hear from the inside of sort of this area, you do hear that there is some noise and commotion.
Okay, before we go any further,
Mm-hmm.
I need to cast a couple spells.
What spells are you casting?
I'm casting Aid twice.
Okay.
So that's Aid, but I'm casting it once at 2nd level and once at 3rd.
Resolve, yeah, choose up to 3 creatures within range. Each creature's hit point maximum and current hit points increase by 5. And it lasts just for 8 hours. You don't have to concentrate. And you cast it 2 times to cover the party.
Yes, but the second cast, or one of the casts is at level 3, so it's actually 10 extra hit points instead of 5.
Okay. Who gets 10 and who gets 5?
So, me, Piffles, and Raynor get 10, and then everyone else gets 5.
All right. So, Alloy and Caleb and Talrand, you guys each get 5 temp HP. Drakiar, Sneck, and Piffles, you all get 10 temporary HP.
Well,
Nice.
kind of temporary. It's technically maximum.
Yeah.
So, for example, Alloy's temporary hit point stacks on top of this.
Yeah, your hit point max and current hit points increase by that amount for the duration.
Nice.
So yeah, it
So you
is.
get how
it
many?
is treated as max HP increased. It's 10 for
10?
you and Sneck and Drakiar.
Ship it.
I'm nearly as tanky as Alloy right now.
Yeah,
No.
same.
You're not.
No. he's
No one's as tanky as I am.
he's got a lot of
I
beef.
said
to
nearly.
him.
Keep in
All right.
mind, I have not cast Warding Bond on you again, Raynor.
Yeah. So you guys do
Isn't
find
it
yourself
still
in front of a
enough
door
for before?
there. There's another door there, and then around the corner there's another door just down there, as well as one here.
Do we want to quickly pop this door open before
Roll
trying
me
for
stealth
the
if
big
you're
room?
doing it quiet.
quick. Yeah, that's what I meant. Quickly, quietly and carefully pop this door open to take a look inside before moving on to the next one.
Sure.
Yeah, pop the door open quietly.
All right, roll a stealth if you're gonna open the door. Roll quiet like.
I just did.
All right, sweet. 16 and 13. The room is revealed. There we go. As what appears to be a small side chamber. There is another large barrel on its side, one that you would recognize as being one of the barrels that was used to sort of contain the enchanted blood wine that these guys have been drinking, as well as a large chest, which, as some of the drawers are slightly ajar, you do see that it contains a number of basic spell components, like salts and dead bugs and things like that.
Do we see a door to the north there?
You do see another door. Alloy, with, like, your senses are almost supernaturally sharp in the moment, due to having just laid a bitch out real hard. So you do hear
Scanning for targets.
Yeah, there is some amount, as you guys open that door and you're kind of peeking along, there's some amount of arguing that's going on in that room. You can't quite make out what's being said, but it appears as though somebody's having a heated discussion.
Shall we move up to the door inside of here, so potentially less alarming to the thing, door, window, places to the south?
Talrand, let me see. I want you to do a roll for me. And I'm just trying to think as to what would be the jobbo here. Roll me a wisdom save.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Piscadio.
God, you've gotten up here this far. Your head feels kind of fuzzy.
Do you need some jerky?
Your attention continuously gets drawn to this door. Oh, getting some hard static.
Sorry, that might have been me. My headphones just disconnected for a second.
Whoops.
Do you hear me now? We're good?
There we go. Yep, they're back in.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Yep.
My laptop's a little warm.
Talrand, not unlike the static we just heard, your head feels kind of fuzzy and weird, and your attention is continuously drawn to this door.
It's a trap!
We don't know that.
I know. I just
That
felt
door,
like I needed
right
to make
there.
that.
That's the one, yeah.
Just making a joke.
Alright, okay, you said that the dresser here was filled with various spell components?
That is correct, yeah. The dresser that's in there is filled with multiple kinds of spell components, but they're mostly basic stuff. Stuff that can be replaced with a focus or a component belt or any number of other things. But it appears to be things like different kinds of salts, powders, dead bugs, bits of hair, a finger, usual
What?
stuff.
Alright, I want to,
The stuff the game doesn't charge you
That sounds
for.
like
Normal stuff.
granola ingredients.
where's Shaman's list?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that should be in the journal area
I got
near the
it.
bottom. There is a list
Yep.
here. I'll pull it up for the folks at home so that they can see. When you click on your journal, if you go down here, there's a shaman's list of a number of things that he would accept if you brought it back to him. He has a number of things on this list that he would be interested in trading to you for sort of like massive discounts on the creation of magical or enchanted items.
Okay, in that case, I would like to take a quick rifle through the drawers and see if there's any spell components on the list that we can take back.
Well, if we want things like small silver spoons, we might want to check the kitchens before we leave.
Yeah, running over there. Roll me a perception,
Investigation?
I guess. The investigation's intelligence based. So I'm going to say this is still perception because you're rifling through looking for stuff specifically. You do find a small drawer filled with snakeskin.
Snakeskin. Ah, yes, good. I will take said snakeskin.
And there is, in one of the drawers, you see a small clay pot. Appears to have some pitch in it.
Okay. All right.
I still remember that whole thing of us trying to create a glass eye that has seen the East Coast.
All right, I'll take the clay pot as well. And then I will immediately return to the group.
All right.
Doc, I sent you a whisper.
Oh, that's two more. That's two more things.
You know what? I'm gonna say for that, Talron, roll me investigation. My God, that's two critical fails. Not off the top of your head. Like, yeah, it just seems to be some tugging to you in that direction. You're not sure why.
Oh shit.
Your head feels fuzzy.
All right, so moving on.
Gibbs.
Go down to here.
All right. As you guys are moving along in that direction, Talron continues to move in that way towards that door.
Snack, you're behind.
Knock it back!
Tolerant doesn't stop or say anything.
That's
He went
fair.
off the map.
Feeling strangely drawn to that area, do you just like sort of walk up and just go through the door?
I'd say my friends are probably nearby enough for me that, I'd entertain them attempting to stop me. But no, I just walk through the door.
Does anyone attempt to stop him as he walks through the door?
No, but I do attempt to follow him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think me and Caleb try to attempt to stop him
Yeah.
at least.
Gonna try and grab
to do
by
the stop thing. All right. You get to the door, and you open it up. Let's just really quickly, if you guys are attempting still to move quietly, Alloy, roll me a stealth. Sweet, 12.
We were kind of distracted by the fact that
Just gets better and better.
our fucking
Nice.
ranger has
You kind
decided
of
to
just
go
like,
off
what the fuck? As he sort of
has lost
sneaks
the
over.
plot.
Moving to this door, you open it up and are treated to what appears to be, from what you remember from those visions a long time ago, the exact setup of the room that your daughter was being held. Standing listfully by the window, looking sad out over the rest of the castle's or the manor's grounds. You see your daughter standing there.
Arami?
Slowly she turns to you, almost startled by your presence. Who are you?
I know it's been a long time. And takes off mask. I'm not exactly the same as I was.
Confused, she looks you over. Her face sort of like her eyes searching through you. You're not one of theirs, she says. Slowly she makes her way towards you and stops that distance on the other side of the armoire. Father?
It's been too long.
Happily, she leaps across and holds you in a tight hug.
Oh.
Huh. Well. Guess now this is all charity work.
There we go. We got a bigger picture of the daughter character. There we go. You do recognize that she's no longer blonde. Her hair seems to have turned an almost platinum silvery white.
You've grown so much.
Yes, I have. It has been some time. I was told you were killed.
She can see my face.
Mm-hmm.
My skeleton face.
Yeah. She's also been living with necromancers for a while, so, it's like, what happened to you?
I rested for a century.
Oh, goodness. Sort of, very much like that kid in the movie Hook, like grabbing Peter Pan's face. She sort of like puts both her hands on the sides of your skull, pushing your hood back a little bit, and sort of runs the ends of her fingers over the cheekbones and along the edges of the jaw and along the inside of the eye socket, peering through you again and again.
Kind of literally?
Oh yeah, like she definitely just sort of like gently inspects you in a sense. What do we got in the chat there? Yeah, it looks at everything going on in the room and then the adjacent room with the arguing. Not sure what to do. Yeah, she does take like a good couple of seconds and then still sort of holding you by your cheeks, with her hands gently resting on your face, she looks at you in the eyes and says, "Who brought you back to me?"
That would be the king? The
She frowns a bit confused. What king?
Don't tell her.
He runs a safe place for different folk. It's where I believe your parents were originally headed all that time ago.
Artemeth? She looks almost confused. I don't understand. I was told that was a place filled with heresy, that they were evil, that they were wrong, that they worshipped a false god of some sort.
You see the lights in my eyes?
Don't say that around Smack.
I do.
That is what they consider the heresy.
She kind of shrugs a little bit, says, I don't know much of the art, but
I was raised with my will fully intact. I follow the King of Artemeth not because he raised me, but because he asked me to do something as a leader.
She nods. I have been suspicious for some time that something amiss has been going on here. I thought something was certainly wrong when the moon would not set and the night seemed to drag on again, but this time it felt different. This time it is because you are here. We are together again. We're a family now.
Yes, and you should come back with me out of this city full of, well, hunters and assholes.
Indeed. She sort of looks about and goes, I don't have a lot of personal effects, but I think perhaps I can come with you, yes. I'll just need to collect a few of my things. Are we leaving now, or do we have plans to abscond at a particular time?
We need to end this moon, and we're pretty sure the Lord of the Manor is responsible.
She nods to you, and then looking over your shoulder at the rest of your party, sort of standing in the doorway and in the hall, and she says, I believe your compatriots and you are making relatively good work if you've made it to this far without being caught or destroyed. The Lord of the Manor, he's in the tower just across. He's performing his ritual that keeps the moon in the sky. I will make my things ready here. And then...
I thought
we
you
can
said
go.
you didn't know he was responsible. You only thought he was.
Well, if anybody's up to it, I imagine it would be him, and the things I see come and go from the tower are distressing.
Alright. Roll an insight.
Yeah, roll insight. What are you looking for specifically?
How genuine she is.
So far as you can tell, she is being entirely truthful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just with how it got phrased, was
Mhm.
suddenly suspicious of plants and...
Well,
You can tell with a 14 of insight, she's kind of stumbling over her words a little bit, as she hasn't seen you in over a century, and is sort of been, you can definitely tell that it's like the kind of person who's been missing something for a very long time and has now just found it again.
She has a coffin in there, right?
There is indeed a coffin behind her in the covered space. There's also a
We're
large
gonna
chest
have
in the corner and a mirror.
If we're going to have to carry that coffin out.
Will you be able to remake your coffin elsewhere? Or...
We're going to have to carry it because we're going to be traveling through daylight, remember? She's going to need that to hide.
Yeah, she sort of like winces at the thought and says, the coffin could be remade elsewhere, but if we are to be traveling, I would need it to come with, especially should the worst happen. It will give me an opportunity to stay with you longer.
could we make a coffin backpack like Nezuko from Kimetsu no Yaiba?
That's true,
was
you
just
could do a
about to make
Demon
that
Slayer
joke.
and just, like, carry her in a box on your back. You gotta get real small for me. Just a little toddler.
I love it so much.
Oh,
It's
we just
really-
finished watching the one season that's on Netflix. Such a good show.
Yeah,
you get a little Nezo pack.
valuable.
Best case scenario is probably we're going to have to start traveling with a covered wagon. At least
Well,
until we can get
we'll-
back to Automath.
Be
Do
we mention
potentially
that
changing our request of a
out
reward
loud?
from the...
Yeah,
Sorry.
we could make like a backpack coffin and strap it on Alloy.
The problem is
so.
what happens when that kind of
Really noisy.
the backpack coffin kind of blows our disguises.
That's
Just
Not if
describe
he
it as a large
covers it
package.
with a, yeah. We could just say that we're like, cause I've got a big entertainer's like backpack. Like we could just say that it's like extra props and shit. It's not that hard.
Oh, Kara gifted a tier 1 sub to Cutie. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh.
Whoa.
Ooh, woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
You prepare you prepare, hopefully.
The movie comes out on February 25th. I was trying to figure that out today when the
Yeah.
movie for Kimetsu no Yaiba comes out.
The movie that bridges the first and second seasons together comes out on the 25th of February.
I've heard it's only going to be subbed though.
She nods to you and says, I can take some of my personal effects and pack them in my coffin, and then if I hop into the coffin, you could carry me. I believe that it would be smart to try to find something like a carriage or some other form of transportation to take us to your king.
Don't we still have the thing to teleport us back though?
No,
Or did
we
we already used
expended
up the
that.
slaves, right?
You
Shit.
did spend it so you didn't have to carry slaves all the way here.
We'll ask nicely to a pretty hunter lady who was promising to do us a favor later.
True.
And the favor of getting us a carriage will be much easier than investigating and tracking down which particular noble has a no longer lost daughter.
Yeah.
And it'll be easier, potentially, to help escape with a grunkle werewolf.
Yeah, she sort of like
Grunkle-ow-woo.
looks at you pointedly and goes, Lady Maria?
Yeah, you know of her?
I know of her. I know not to trust her. She's terribly dangerous.
Oh yes, unbelievably so.
Yeah, she's not allowed on the grounds. And subsequently, we should not stray from the grounds terribly far, lest we suffer her wrath.
She is the one who sent us here.
She's like, well, good. Clearly not to kill me, it seems.
No. We were sent to deal with the Lord of Waycrest because the moon spawns hundreds of werewolves and they attack the town and lots of people die.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Really fucking bad, actually.
Oh, I hadn't
Really,
thought
really.
of that. She like almost like grips the sides of her head in worry. She's like, I didn't even think if there were werewolves. My goodness.
Yeah, it's bad. And she sent us here because she wasn't allowed to be here. We were disposable personnel as far as she was concerned, that she could also say that she had no interactions with.
Plausible deniability.
And the reason why we did it was because she said she'd try to find you for me.
Well, and here we are.
Which is why we were even in the city. I'm so glad to have found you. We do need to go kill an asshole.
I gotta go kill a guy, but I'll be right back. Yeah. She goes, yes, of course. I will remain here. If anyone comes to speak, I will say I have heard nothing and I have seen nothing. I will begin to, as quickly and as quietly as possible, pack my effects into my coffin and hide inside of it so that we may be away as soon as you are ready.
Yes. Okay. I'll be back. Don't go too far now. Starts walking away, then immediately turns around, gives her a really good hug, and then continues walking away.
Aw, she hugs you back, and it is soulful. It is a warm, deep hug as she holds on to you, and you definitely get the feeling that, like, you are this relative, this person that she's loved, that she lost a century ago, and now being reunited is just like all of this complex, powerful feelings that she's got. So you do really get that big sense. She then immediately moves and begins to pack her things.
Sudden
Alloy's
mildly
just
related
standing.
question.
Yeah, Alloy's standing on the other side of the door. Alloy, as you're standing there while a very touching moment is happening in the other room, you hear a bunch of yelling from what appears to be a woman's voice, shouting things like, well, I don't fucking care what you think. I heard an explosion and screaming, and Steve's not back yet. So I don't know what to do. And if anyone is in here who is being suspicious, if they get up to Lord Waycrest and interrupt him, it'll be all our heads on a platter with a garnish. So what do you think should happen next?
I think there's about to be another explosion.
At which point, Caleb will just say to the group, oh no, it's a shame that beyond this door, it's Lord Waycrest. It's going to be their heads on a platter. Who wants to open the door?
Halron readies a spell.
Snack raises his hand.
Wait, what are we doing? Before we do anything, what are we doing?
Kicking open
So there
the
is no
door.
Yeah, Kara, I just randomly picked Steve as a name. It's a random nobody guy name, so I picked that.
Hey, come
I'm not
now.
sure Steve would appreciate
Sorry,
that.
Steve, if you're watching.
Yeah, if
I
Steve's
don't really
watching,
appreciate
I
that.
apologize. Also, Estevan, yes, I'm sorry.
Ah?
All right, so you said Talron is going to cast a spell.
Yes, Talron waits until until we kick open the door, but he prepares a bonus action spell and to attack.
All right, so what I'm going to have you guys do, we're going to bring up the old timer again, right? I'm going to have you guys click yourselves, roll initiative, right? So that we'll get you guys all sorted up, and then You guys
Holy
can choose.
shit! I rolled well.
You did. Then you guys can
I
choose
did it.
what you want to do for your you got a 2 alloy. My God.
It's very alloy.
Yay!
Very on point for alloy.
Jesus Christ. All right, so that is everybody. Let's get you into descending order. Good.
Slightly
Technically,
before
I
we
rolled
kick
a 2
the
as well.
slightly before we kick open the door,
Mhm.
Halloran looks around and says, "This is it for stealth. We've got this and probably Lord Waycrest.
So we're going loud.
We're going loud."
I have never been one for stealth.
I'm gonna do a thing before we kick in the door very quickly. Then
What's that?
cast out on everybody but me.
Blebs! All right,
Blebs!
it's 1 action, range 30 feet, up to 3 creatures of your choice. Concentration, up to a minute. You bless 3 creatures of your choice within range. Whenever they make an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, they can roll an extra d4 and add that number to the attack roll or saving throw. Whenever you cast a spell using that thing, you can target 1 additional creature, and I'm guessing you're casting it at level 3?
Yes, so everybody but me.
All right, so everybody, you get it's concentration. So this is your spell that you're holding. It's up to a minute.
Yes.
And
But it's every
Yeah, and
single
it's-
saving throw and every
Yeah.
single attack roll they make for that minute.
every attack roll and every saving throw, you guys get to add a d4 so long as Sneck is holding that concentration.
And that's not to damage, just to hit,
That is correct.
right?
Yeah, it's attack rolls
Yep.
and saving throws. So if somebody tries to
Yay.
mind control you guys, or charm you, or grapple you.
Yeah. There's going to be some shit that goes on. All right. So, you guys are ready to roll. You cast that bless spell. What are your readied actions? Let's go down the list here. Dracula, you're up first. What is your readied action?
Fireball.
Sweet. Talrand?
Bow and magic weapon, not in that order.
Bow and magic weapon. Okay. Caleb.
Prop. Click, 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 click. All right.
Your
waiting for the
mic
Dracula-
Rainer's very crackly.
Yeah, Rainer's crackling like crazy on his side.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna try and find a spot to hide, and then if anyone tries to get close, pop them out, kill them with stealth, with a sneak
Okay.
attack.
It's the old sneak attack. And Piffles, what's your jam?
Feel like if we run into someone.
Yeah, like what's your prepared action for breaching the door?
Oh shit. Prepared action. I am gonna prepare to cast. Hang on, my my sheet isn't loading because my computer shot the bed a little. Hang on.
I also, just to let Tonberry know, I have taken a set. Thank you very much for letting me know.
I can't see my spell sheet. I'm gonna. Hang on 1 second. I just have to reload D20.
You should also
Hang on.
fireball.
Well, I was gonna prep Melf's miniature meteors.
Ooh, it's like a fireball spell, but it's a whole bunch of
It's-
little ones.
Yeah, it's 6 mini meteors that I get to cast at people using a bonus attack
Ooh.
each
that's nice.
each turn. There we go. Now I can see my character sheet.
All right. So we have a Molotov cocktail.
Yeah,
there's
Melf's minute meteors. Melf's minute meteors.
Minute meteors.
Which does here? I'll pop it into the chat so people can see what it does.
Yeah. It summons 6 small meteors that float around you. Its concentration up to 10 minutes, so you can cast this before you go in. And then, 6 tiny meteors float around you in the air in your space. And then on your turn, during your bonus action, you can fire 1 or 2 of these things. They shoot 120 feet, and they strike whatever spot they hit everyone within 5 feet of that. So it's a 3x3 squares spot. Each creature within 5 feet of the point of the meteor explodes, and they take 2d6 fire damage.
Yep.
Ooh.
On a failed save, half as much on a successful one. So they do still need to make a dex against your spell
Dex
save
save.
DC, which is 14.
Yep.
All right, so that's
So I'm
your
gonna
thing.
prep that.
We'll say that you cast that up and get ready. Sneck, what are you doing?
I'll cast Sacred Flame on Vampire Lady.
Sweet. And Alloy? Do you actually knock on the door?
No. but
Okay. I was gonna
I
say
don't
like
have
that
an
is some
FBI sound
shit.
effect.
Okay. There it is. All right. So, you guys all get ready.
I'll
Do you guys want to start on Alloy and then go in with the rest of everyone's turn order?
I think I'll kick in the door, let the casters shoot their big fireballs, and then charge in.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because my thing goes better if the rest of the party is not already in there.
No, exactly.
All right.
This was the best moment for me to go first.
Yeah.
It
Yeah. All right, let's see. Is this the one? Nah, hold on. We could do better than that. There we go. All right. So, you kick that door open. It blasts open, revealing the large tower space that's on the inside. You see, guarding the sides of the large stairwell that leads up to what is presumably Waycrest, two massive abominations stitched together from what appears to be multiple zombies or corpses made into a huge, disgusting creature. You see also filling in the room, there are several of these other masked cultists sort of sitting around at the tables reading books. There's piles of books here. They're in Yon, and you also see a vampire woman floating in the middle of the room, shouting at this guy who is just by one of the bookcases. As the door flies open, one of the large ogre creatures sort of looks to you.
We're in danger.
Dracula, you're up.
Someone called for an explosion?
Hey guys, you look like some assholes I'm supposed to kill.
Your library books are overdue.
Oh!
Okay, where do you aim that shit?
We're at this square right here.
That square right there? Okay, now what's the distance on that again?
20 feet.
20 feet. Okay, so the vampire, that dude, both the abominations and that guy. Oh my fucking god. All right.
Yeah, that was the best. That was the best point to get the vampire and the two abominations. The really big problems.
That is a-okay. We're gonna pop that out there. Real quick. My apologies. Sorry. That stopped all of a sudden. I don't know why. Let's.
Oh, and
yeah, there we go.
I am amending careful spell onto that.
Careful spell? What's that do for you?
I am basically making it so all the books and everything in there make the reflex save, so they don't get destroyed.
Okay, when you spend a sorcery point, you choose a number of those creatures up to your charisma modifier, minimum one creature, and a chosen creature automatically succeeds on its saving throw against the spell. So, what's your charisma mod? 4?
Yeah.
Okay, so, you can choose 4 things within the distance of that spot that do not explode.
Pick your books wisely.
Yeah. So if you're going out 20 feet, there's a pile of books. She's getting caught. That pile of books, those 2 bookshelves. And, yeah. So that dude and then the 2 books on the table.
So the 2 piles of books and the 2 bookshelves?
Yeah.
You want to try to do, like, the 2 bookshelves and the 2 piles of books?
Yeah.
All right, I'll allow that. All right, so let's have a look here. Yes, I know. That's. Here we go. There we go. That's better. All right. So this thing, they have to make a dex save of 15. It doesn't. They don't make it. The cultists don't make it.
No!
Shit.
The vampire makes it, though. She takes half.
Damn.
That's still about 20 damage.
That's 39 damage, though. Yeah, that is 19 damage that she's going to be taking there. That is some rough shit.
Yeah, it seems like they have about 70 to 80 HP, so.
Why does the music keep stopping all of a sudden?
I don't know, it's really
I have not been
weird.
requesting that it stop, and it keeps doing that. now it's not playing at all for me. I don't know why.
It played
Oh,
for
it played for a
us
little
over
bit.
here.
Yeah.
It started for a second and then stopped again.
Mm-hmm.
Is it playing for you guys?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what I'm going to do is I'm
And
just
it
going to
stopped.
refresh my page real quick. I don't know why it felt the
Good old
need
20
to
Vienna.
close all my additional windows. Sorry. That might have been the problem.
Hmm.
Little technical difficulties here, folks. I apologize for the inconvenience.
Eh.
Okay, let's get
Technical.
back into this.
Huh.
And down here.
You know what? At the same
Nope.
time, I'm going to spend one more sorcery point
There we
to
go.
activate the sub ability of Elemental Affinity
Which
and gain
gives
fire
you...
resistance for 1 hour.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, like, you can't augment the spell any further than you already have due to its stuff, but I will allow you to take that, so that's fine. Okay, sorry about that. I'm just getting these back up and going. And the vampire spawn, there we go. Bing bong. Bing bing bang bang bong 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 bong. Okay, so you let this shit off in the room. Huge raucous explosion. This dude gets thrown back against the wall. He's super dead. The one dude over by that thing, he gets incinerated. The vampire takes damage, and it's 39 damage. My God. Both of the abominations take a pretty sizable crush to their HP as they're standing there wafting in sudden fire. And is that your turn?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I
Talon.
am going to be ducking behind this wall.
Go for it. Talrand, you're up.
So, 3 weapon attacks.
3 weapon attacks.
All at +1 from what they roll, and then plus whatever I roll on the D4.
Okay. Okay, who are you shooting at? Oh my God.
I was
Okay,
shooting
so
at the
that's-
lady.
Okay, so all 3 shots to her?
All 3 shots to her.
All 3 shots hit. You let off 3 of those arrows. They all land hard into her tough flesh. Roll me 3 bouts of damage.
I was about to say, it's now a magic weapon, so she doesn't shrug off this damage.
Oh, it's a magic weapon now, is it?
Remember when I cast magic weapon as my opening spell?
I did miss that, but that's okay. That's on me. So
That's the spell I was
Nice.
saying I was casting.
okay, link it in the chat for
Amazing.
me so I can see it. Okay, yeah, you touch non-magic weapon until the spell ends. Weapon becomes a magic weapon. Has a +1 bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls. Oh, so there's even a +1 on all that shit.
Yeah, that's
And
where I
on
was getting
damage.
that
Oh my
that
gosh.
base +1 to on all my attack
Yeah,
rolls.
+1 to attack and damage, and it's concentration up to an hour. So yeah, your arrows sing through the air with that extra energy, that pale blue light, and all 3 of them find their mark into the vampire hard. Roll me 3 bouts of damage.
Nice.
That is 7, 12, and 14 +3. Oh, let me get a fucking calculator. I'm tired.
36? 36.
7, yeah, here.
36.
7 plus 12 plus 13, +1, +1, +1, and then plus another 1 because I missed that. And yeah, that's 30. Jesus Christ. So yeah, your arrows absolutely slam into her. She takes it real bad. Anything else you're doing for your turn?
Not that one. No, I'm good to stay right where I am.
Caleb, you're up.
Okay, so if I move into the room, I'm probably gonna.
Krav Maga.
Can't really hide there, can I?
I mean, you can run to scooch over to that table, like try to get over and under it in cover if you want to try.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give that a shot. Hey.
All right, so as the explosion goes off and arrows are flying into the room, you run to take cover under a table. Move yourself to that position.
Here. I
All
think.
right, and roll me stealth. Okay.
All right.
That does take your action, though.
Let's see. Just trying to remember what I can do for a minor.
Well, you can stealth for a bonus action because rogue, right?
Oh, yeah, because rogue. So you do still have a regular action.
Yeah, because of cunning action, I can dash, disengage, or hide. But after that, it's a little slim.
You could use your crossbow.
I could. I should. Let's see if I can at least clear up this hassle a little. Yeah, why not? Alright, targeting him.
Okay. What are you going to do?
Shoot my crossbow at him.
Shoot a crossbow.
Shooting the crossbow.
A 13 hits. It is big and slow and stupid.
It is.
6 piercing damage. All right.
Is it within 30 feet?
30 feet of...
Because he's hidden. One,
Yep.
he's hidden, and two, it's a surprise round, so he should have his sneak attack.
Yeah, you can add your sneak attack damage.
Alright, I have a sneak attack. 3D. There we go.
Okay.
19.
All right.
Damn.
Bam. One of your crossbow bow finds purchase right in like one of its empty eye sockets. It does not appear to be hugely phased, but it's damaged nonetheless. Piffles,
Ah!
what's she up to?
I'm going. Ooh, how far away am I? Hang on, let me just check.
Weren't you using your turn to activate the meteors?
I am, but I also get to move.
Sure.
Yeah, she activated
so
them before
I'm
we
going
came
to
in.
run for cover over here.
That is
start-
too far.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've measured 30. I went here. It's about 30.
There is a wall in the way.
Yeah.
30.
You got to come in
because
through
I
the
have to
door.
go up and then around. Right. Okay, so
Yeah.
I can't quite.
So if you want to
get-
start from
That's
there,
like as far
I
as you
can
get.
hide
in.
behind here.
you could move to there. You could move to that
So I'll
position.
hide
That's correct.
here
Okay.
for right now. And I'm going to pull out my loot, and I am going to start casting Melf's Minute Meteors.
Okay. All right.
So I'm
So
going to shoot 2 of those off because I get to shoot 1 or 2 of them on my first cast of it.
yep.
And then
as
I get to
your-
shoot 1 or 2 of them per bonus action after that per turn.
Okay. Awesome.
So I'm going to shoot 1 towards this big guy and 1 towards this big guy.
All right.
So it does 4 fire damage. Do I have to do
Alright.
that? Do I have to click it twice, or does it do?
Yeah, it's 1 for each.
No, it rolls 2d6. Yeah, it's 1 for each meteor.
Yep.
Okay.
And you probably want to roll it again because you got a 1 and a 3. So the first one takes 4. The other one takes 6.
Yeah.
Little pops as these like small miniature sort of grenades go off, slamming into the 2 large brutes as they're standing there.
The 4 meteors dancing around me while I play my loot.
Oh yeah, and we want to do another one like that. Okay, cool. All right. You slam those 2 into the sides of those creatures.
And I think, do they get pushed afterwards? I can't remember. Hang on, I'm gonna scroll up.
They do not get shoved.
No, they don't get shoved.
No.
No, they just take damage.
But they do take damage. All right. Snack.
Okay. So I'm going to move to here so I have line of sight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to, because I already have it's a prepared action anyway, so I will cast Sacred Flame on Vampire Lady,
Vampire Lady!
and regardless of the outcome, I'm going to move back to here afterwards.
Let's see if she makes that dex save. 15. She does not. She takes 5 radiant damage, shrieking as the pale blue fire engulfs her form briefly.
That's what?
No
60 something damage she's taking this turn.
It's a lot. Yeah, she's not looking good.
She's not had a good day so far.
No.
No.
So you guys have run in here and just like absolutely gone nuts. Alloy, you're up.
All right, so I'm gonna go 10 feet, 15, 25 right here.
Okay.
The guy right below me.
Mm-hmm.
Should we
Just
clear
wanna
the purple
take-
arrows?
This dude here.
2 schmacks. Oh,
Touch me. Oh no.
Ugh.
You know what the funny
Damn.
thing is? Ty goes to the defender, but you still...
He gets
Well-
pluses. He's blessed.
it's still in that one.
It's still
Yeah,
a
it's
nat
still a
one.
nat one,
So
yeah.
if you roll a nat 1 and your attack is still technically able to hit them, in that particular case, though, it is a nat 1. So both
That's
of the swings miss as you rush into the room. Take 2 hard swings at the one abomination. The sword swings wide. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
Are the purple arrows still on screen, or is my thing glitching?
They are still on
I'll
screen.
see it.
Someone
Okay,
puts
sorry.
purple movement arrows on screen and they're stuck there. So it's either Esteban or Kaldaka. There you go.
There we go.
Sorry.
It's okay. I just thought my computer was glitching on me again because my
Yeah.
screen froze last time, so I was just worried.
That was not me.
That's all I can do.
That's all right. All right, top
I
of the
will
round.
sit here and look pretty.
Let's see where
Can't you
everybody
do
else
second wind?
goes. We've got.
I don't wanna use that
let's
yet.
see. Cultists, those guys, and those guys. Let's see. Where the vampire spawn in on this? God damn it, 20. Okay. And let's add you in, and you're at 20. So let's put you in descending. So she's top of the round there. The abominations, if I click on them and then click on this, does it put them in just automatically at 10? Yes, it does.
Nice.
Yeah, all right, fine. And the cultists, if I click on there and then hit that, 9. Does it put them in? Puts them in at the bottom. That's fine. Then we'll go descending again. All right. So, top of the round. The vampire. Hi, Doc. Hello. Get this shit out of here. Thank you.
What?
After being seared with everything, the one vampire that's still in there, shrieking, flies across the room towards Alloy and slashes at him with the claws. There's a 19 hit.
That is exactly my armor.
Ty goes to the defender. 17 does not hit.
Nope.
So she slashes at you twice.
I'm gonna point out he's flanked, so she technically should be attacking with advantage.
Oh.
So, well, I mean, if she did, then it's a 20.
Which does hit.
So she hits you with 1. So
Sorry.
that's okay. No, it's
That's
fine. 10 slashing damage. But instead of dealing damage to you, the vampire
What?
has grappled you.
Aha,
Shit.
She's
bite this
decided
thing.
that in one hit she's forgone her doing 10 slashing damage to you and instead has grappled you.
Oh no.
It is a DC 13 to try and get out, but you can do that on your turn. Drakir, you're up.
Going here to the door. And I'm going to be casting. Get it down. Where is it?
Just relax.
Scorching Ray.
There we go. Scorching Ray. 1, 2, 3. Who are you firing them at? You got to declare those targets.
The first one was at the vampire. The second two were at the two abominations.
All right. The 3 lasers sing through the air. The 2 miss the abominations, scorching against the stairs and against one against the ceiling. They appear to have shot wide. The one though, going for the vampire lady though, strikes true. Roll your damage.
Doc, would it
10.
have mattered if he had gotten 12?
It's still a crit fail.
Fair.
Yeah, that's the reason I didn't bother with
On a
the
spell,
bless.
though. But yeah.
I've had 6 nat ones tonight.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of nat ones out there. You guys are boofing it. It's fine though. You're hanging in. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
Ducking back behind cover.
Copy that. Talrand, you're up.
I'm going to start peppering my shots into the lady.
Copy that.
I do have 2 shots.
Yep.
But I do have the chance to not hit her with the second one if
Yeah, I was
it
going to say,
misses.
you can roll and resolve the first one before you do that. Yeah, 29 absolutely hits. Roll for damage. That's
11
10
damage?
plus 1. So 11 damage. God, she's hanging in there. She's still standing, though her grip on Alloy is starting to waver.
Does a 18 hit her?
An 18 does hit her, yes.
You'll note I didn't bother with the modifiers for the previous one.
No, yeah. Your second arrow finds its mark, and upon doing that, she shrieks and bursts into a cloud of mist, disappearing. The mist seems to travel downward and fits itself in between sort of the marble, disappearing into the floor.
It's downstairs.
Hers is downstairs, yes.
Yeah, there's some
let's-
areas that you guys haven't explored.
Yeah, there's a lot of areas. We got to the second floor and was like, ooh, hey, this is the second floor. Let's go to the third floor. And moved on.
Because we thought all the coffins were up here.
Everything else was running out of time.
All
Yeah,
right.
we
You've
were running
shot
out of
your
time.
arrows. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
No. I'm good to stand out here. I think Big Boy would have trouble rushing out to get me. So.
This is true. Caleb, what you doing?
Oh, I'm no longer in stealth. Do we want a clean house, or do we just want to head up the stairs?
Clean house because they'll follow us otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't
I'm
want to add a
adjacent-
vampire lore to the situation. We want to fight him on his own.
Alright.
I'm adjacent to this guy, so you should be able to get sneak attack against him.
Yep.
Alright, well, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 25.
Oh, I still know what I'm doing. I am excited.
Going to move to here.
Yep.
Alright. Put this on. Bam! Damn.
Plus, roll 1d4 to see if you hit on that.
Oh, yeah. 1d4.
There you go.
19.
All right, so slashing with the rapier, a 19 absolutely hits.
I'm pretty sure Doc said that their AC was 8.
I didn't say it, but yeah.
He said that guys go to the defender when quad rolled 8s for the nat ones. So,
Bully for you for paying attention. All right,
that-
so a 9 and 5 on both sneak and piercing damage. That comes to a 14
Shit.
altogether. All right, so slashing into the side of the massive abomination. Your weapon finds purchase. It's looking pretty hard. Like some of the parts of it are starting to come off or come apart, but it is still together and super dangerous. Anything else you're doing with your turn?
I pretty much did almost a full move action. I can move 5 feet, but I can't hide.
Yep.
You know what? No, I'm good. I'm good.
Piffles,
Ah!
what you doing?
I am going to run over here, climb up onto Alloy's shoulders, pull out my kazoo, and cast Thunderwave. Thunderwave originates from me and fills a 15-foot cube.
Which would also hit Alloy.
It
No,
wouldn't
she
because it
can-
originating from me.
Yeah, he's under you. That still
Oh
counts.
my
There-
god.
He
But
could,
it's not going. But if it wouldn't hit me, then it wouldn't hit him. Originating
Okay.
from me, that's touching
So-
me, not a cube that is
he could do like
including.
People to this
do
day
something like
are still
that.
confused about the wording around Thunderwave. Yeah, it doesn't. It originates from you, but it doesn't have to be on you. So
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
that's true.
so
I don't think
the-
she can hit. I don't think she can hit both.
The
of them,
square
though.
that you draw is a 15-foot, like in a thing. So it is a 3x3 square that
Yeah.
you can have touching you at any
Each edge.
particular point. So, like,
and each
it
edge
can
will be touching one of these guys.
It can be
pretty
here.
much.
It can be
It's not the
there
edge.
if you
right
want it to.
right there where you have it. We'll touch
That's
both
not
of
lined
those
up.
guys. That's what.
That's not lined up with the squares, though.
Yeah, that's not lined with the squares. So it can go like here. It can.
If you go one down further,
It can go
it's
to
not touching
there,
both of
but
them.
then it's not touching.
Damn.
Yeah, they
15
are-
foot is
They're
squares.
10 feet apart.
Yeah.
If you go corner to corner,
Mm-hmm.
it's 15 feet. Because this character technically is all all four corners. So
Yeah.
from corner to corner, it's
Yeah.
within 15 feet. She can hit both.
Yeah.
You drew a 3 square cube. It's a 4 square cube.
It's a 4 square cube.
The
Why is
3
it-
squares is 15 feet.
1, 2, 3.
That's,
Yeah, that's 3.
15 feet.
So that's originating from there.
Okay.
oh, I'm a dummy.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm not good at math.
Oh,
But-
yeah. Yeah,
He's just doing 5 thunder damage, and we'll like push them if they fail a Constitution save.
That's fine.
So it's not
Um,
a ton. But,
which one would you like to hit with it?
I'll go for dude closer to us.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'll go for dude further away from us so that I don't risk hitting Caleb.
Copy that.
So I'll hit this bitch.
You hit that bitch? All right, so he's going to make a
This
Constitution
dude.
saving throw of 14.
And then
Something tells me
I'm
that's easy for him.
also.
Abomination.
Oh,
He
shit.
does make it, but he does still take the 5 thunder damage.
He takes. Does he take just the 5 thunder damage, or hang on, let me double check here.
He doesn't
he
get knocked back.
Yeah, he takes the damage, but he doesn't get knocked back. Takes half as much damage and isn't pushed. Sorry, so he takes half as
Okay.
much damage. And I am also going to cast my. I'm going to use 2 of my meteors as well.
Okay. Where are you shooting those at?
One at each of them again.
One at each of them again? All right.
Yeah.
So you got 6 damage on one and 7 damage on the other. The little meteors smashing into them. Roll me an athletics check real quick.
Athletics or acrobatics? Because I'm on top of Alloy.
Yeah. Climbing is definitely an athletics check.
Damn. I have nothing in strength. I was gonna leap
okay.
onto him, but I'm not good at that. Well, no, I have acrobatics, so I could jump onto him instead of climb, I guess.
You did state that you were climbing.
I did state that I was climbing.
On top of
or
him.
that I did.
So now, you did get up there, but the both of you are sort of clamoring around in your spot as you decided to climb one
I
of your
fall down,
teammates.
don't I?
No, just all attacks against you guys have advantage because you're clamoring over each other in the same space.
God.
You climbed a teammate mid-combat. I don't know what to tell you. That's your turn.
Oh, he's usually good for that. He's like a metal ladder. There's lots of grippy parts.
Yeah, well, this guy's gonna step up
I just
and he's
derped
gonna
on it.
bonk
God
you
damn
now.
it, I derped. I derped hard, and they're gonna kill us. Okay.
This big thing
Don't worry.
reaches
We
over.
got 2 resurrections.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 spell slot.
From a critical hit. Okay, cool. So this thing steps forward and just with an awful noise swings at Piffles. Does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
Yeah.
And my armor class is 14, same as my spell save.
You take 14 bludgeoning damage and you are knocked off of Alloy.
Fuck.
Shit,
into
she's
that
prone now,
space
isn't
there.
she?
And I'm right next to the other dude.
So that is.
Can I at least fall behind him and not next to him?
He did knock you in that direction. You fall
God
there.
damn it. I'm just gonna
Acrobatics
get
land on our
pummeled.
feet.
You are. You know what? Yeah, roll acrobatics. Yeah, okay. You land on your feet.
Okay, cool. At least I managed something.
Yeah.
He does not have
So,
advantage against you
This
now.
thing runs over with its club and fucking knocks you off of Alloy's head. You fall over onto the ground just behind him, and you take 14 damage, but you manage to land on your
Yep.
feet.
Okay.
The other one that's standing.
Wait.
Yep.
She takes
It
14,
did
but only 4 of that
technically
hit her
attack
face
someone that wasn't you.
I didn't hear. What?
Sentinel.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So it does provoke an attack of opportunity from you. You can use this reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attack creature. 19 hits. Roll damage. 10 slashing. Your blade.
Sadly, it doesn't stop the attack, but I get to attack.
You do get a bonus in though. That's good.
Nice. Make the best of a bad situation.
Make the best. You got it.
Of a piffle situation.
Bonk. So yeah, the other one that's there turns and makes a massive swing towards Caleb. Does a 13 hit you?
No.
Its weapon swings wide just over top of your head.
I don't think that hits anyone in the party.
No, 13 doesn't hit me even.
All right, and then it's the
And I'm pretty
cultist's
small.
turn, because they're still alive. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They're moving into position. Between these three guys. Good. All right, let's have a look here. Let's see. Sorry, they have some spells. And I'm trying to find... True. Yeah. Alright. What's the name of that spell? The Frozen Beam?
Ray of Frost?
That's it. Thank you. Good God. It took me forever.
I don't
So
know
they-
5e, but I do know random shit.
They cast in some... Why did you minimize everything? Computer, why are you like this?
Because you attempted to do something.
Oh, Windows, you silly bitch. Alright, so... They cast Rays of Frost, all three of them, shooting at their nearest target, being ya boy, Alloy. Okay, so that's there. I need that, that needs to be brought back up as well. Okay. As they bring to bear their terrible ice magic.
I can take it.
Oh no.
All right. Okay, we'll just do it like this.
Yeah.
Bonk. 10 doesn't hit you. Neither does a 4 or another 4. So all three of them miss terribly. Their beams wafting into the fucking air.
But just imagine like these beams just missing Alloy and just stand there saying, "This is fine."
This is fine. All right, and it is now Acolyte's next turn.
Okay. Step out. Where I can be seen. Briefly. And...
The undead trolls probably grab your primary attention.
Yeah, gonna Sacred Flame.
It keeps saying Undead Ogre, but that's not what they are. It's just
Sacred
the stats
Flaming
page.
this one here.
That one there?
Yep.
Okay. What's the DC 15 for?
To take, if they pass DC 15, they don't take damage. If they don't get DC 15, they take damage.
Ah. Well, that was DC 15. He rolled a 1.
So he takes 10 radiant
Well,
damage.
he actually rolled a 3, but then it's -2. So he takes 10 radiant damage. As your spell courses through this guy, you actually manage to drop him to 0 HP. And because it's radiant damage, his Undead Fortitude does not activate, and the monster goes roar and explodes.
Okay, I'm gonna move back over here again.
Yeah, that thing then collapses hard against the ground. All right.
That's my turn. I just
Alloy,
poke
you're up.
again.
Yeah. The guy standing in front of me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, those hit. Your blade goes snicker snack. 11
That's
and
24
13.
total.
24 damage. Your blade slashing through the mass of rotted flesh. Little bits of it are coming off. You can see a lot of the big stitching is starting to come undone, but it is still hanging in there with all the vigor of itself. That vampire is dead. Drakier, you're up.
Actually, hold on. I just want to move real quick.
You gonna move? Where are you going?
Hello.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Oh, that wizard. Like, that cultist. I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. So you move around to the other side, and Drakier, it's your turn.
Whoop. Hey. Where is...
Firebolt.
Slash.
Yeah, the 11 hits. Roll me some damage.
Well, that would be 15 then.
That's a 15 to hit. Still hits. 16 fire damage.
So when you're done, put it away.
There we go. All right.
Come on, Belly.
Yep.
Come on, Belly.
Okay. Nope, that's not.
Sorry, my mom was talking to me.
Okay.
So, that was towards the troll.
Yep. No, your attack definitely makes purchase. You hit him. More parts of it are being seared and burnt off as it swings around its massive club, almost blindly. But it's hanging in there. Is that your turn?
Ducking the fuck back behind the wall.
All right.
It's a strategy that is working.
Talron, you're up.
I continue to cast bow.
All right. Casting your shots. Are you shooting at the ogre?
Yes.
All right. That's a hit.
How close to death do I think he is? Other
Hard
than
to
already
tell.
being dead?
He's a huge monstrosity of many bodies stitched together. So how close he is to being dead is hard to tell, but he is kind of coming apart.
I'll just resolve them one at a time then.
All right.
Does a 23 hit?
23 absolutely hits.
10 damage? Is he dead?
He is not dead.
Oh, look, I'm going up. How about a 14? Is he dead now?
Okay, so we got that. Okay. So now he's got to make a Constitution saving throw. It's 5 plus the damage taken. So he has got to make a Constitution saving throw of 18 in order to hang in there.
Ooh.
19 actually. But
He
doesn't
does
matter.
not make it. So the magical arrows piercing through the side of it. One of them goes right up through the chin into where the head is. One of the pieces of the head sort of like blops open, and what appears to be two brains stitched together flop out, and the body suddenly teeters over, crashing against the ground. And he's done.
He dead.
Blet. He's out. All right.
How are these cultists looking for enthusiasm right now?
Roll me
I was
insight.
about to ask. Their morale might not be that good right
Clay,
now.
is he dead now? Is he dead now? Now? How about now? Oh yeah, with an insight of 16, you'd think that seeing these monstrosities get cut down handily by your party and one of the vampires being blasted apart would stir their resolve, but they seem to be as fervent as ever, if not almost more so, desperate to seemingly make a stand and eke out a victory and prove themselves to their lord. Caleb, what are you doing?
Okay, so, yep. 15, 30. I'm a stab a bitch.
Stab that bitch!
Stab a bitch.
A 14 hits.
Oh!
Roll for damage.
Okay. No, this one gets sneak attack, or what?
Yep. You get sneak attack on this guy.
I'm adjacent to him.
The two of
Oh,
you
yeah,
are
right.
adjacent.
Right, ding, ding, ding. Yes, okay.
Stab it,
Ding, 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 ding. 20.
Sweet Christ. You run over to
don't
this creature with your rapier, fa-fow, and the guy just goes and falls over. He's super dead. There we go. My keys are broken almost already on this keyboard. Some of you may remember I've only had it for a few months. All right. He's dead. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn? You still have a bonus action.
Still do have a bonus action. I just wonder, can I? Yeah, that would be 30 right there. These little spots right about here, are those breaks in the shelves or like little... Okay.
That's a break in the shelves.
Okay, in that case, I'd like to move to here and try to hide.
Oh yeah, you can like move with your bonus action.
Oh, but I can't hide. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll at
Could be
least
a
try to
dash.
line up.
Yeah,
So,
because to move and then attack is your movement and then your regular action. Your bonus action, because you're a rogue, you can use to disengage.
That's kind of cover.
Disengage.
Yeah, it does count as cover, so you can move to that position, but then you can't also hide because that's a different action.
all right, fair enough.
With your bonus, you've only got the one bonus, but then you're there. Piffles, you're up.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm gonna, while I'm still like playing my lute, I am going to like do kind of like a chest bump motion so that my kazoo flaps back into my mouth and cast Eldritch Blast at those two cultists, one being did it do it?
Oh, those
I might
hit.
have cast that too many times because my computer fucked up.
No, that's
So I will-
two. No,
Well,
there's three. But whatever. The 13
three.
hits, the 25 hits. The first
For
does
2 and 5 damage.
and so 2 and 5 damage. So you do hit them. And they do
And
take
then I'm
the
also
damage.
going to do my I only cast 2 of the meteors, or did I cast 3 of them?
These
I
are your
cast 3 of
last
them.
2.
These are your last two.
These are my last 2, yes.
Yep, and on your bonus action, you can launch them both. Fun thing is, if you target them both against this guy, then they will both take the damage because it fills the
Exactly.
space.
That's what I was gonna do. I was just gonna
So-
fire them both at the first dude, and then I was gonna make like a quick little bitch and hide back over like here.
Well, it's funny you should mention that, because you shoot them both over there, they collide with the first guy, and the 2 of these cultists are then immediately blown to smithereens. As they crumble to the floor, you guys find yourselves now in the end of this particular combat.
Snake is going to very
Guys,
quickly
I'm
point
tired, no
out.
sleepy.
Snake is going to very quickly point out. We have some very, 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 very powerful spells running currently. But they only run for like a minute, so if we're gonna make use of these and potentially get into another combat with big ugly dude upstairs, let's just go now. We'll come back and check out the room afterwards.
Right.
All right, so you guys are
Go.
all skidding together. Let me just copy your icons so that I can paste you into the next area.
While we're
All
doing
right.
this, can I heal Piffles? Just like as we're
Huh?
running,
Sorry?
as we're moving, can I
Also-
just cure wounds on Piffles?
Yeah, roll the
Also,
hit.
you got some bits.
I got some bits. Oh, Kara gave it.
Yeah.
Bits. Put it towards a new keyboard. Oh, thanks, Kara, for 101 bits from a new keyboard.
Bits. Bits.
12 healing.
Okay, it's actually more than that because it also will
Almost
heal
all
for an
the
additional
damage
3.
I take.
So it heals for 15 because of Blessed Healer. So
You
she's full health again,
overhealed me then.
Back
which isn't a
to
thing. So you're back at full health.
Yeah, I am. Thank you.
regain those temporary hit points you lost.
Yep. I got extra cushion
All right.
with all those cravats.
And so, you guys make your way swiftly up the stairs, moving as a group. You come to the top of the stairway. Here, let me just paste you guys in. Oh, wow, that was actually almost like
It worked.
spot on. Boom. There you are. You come to the top of the stairwell. Hold on, let me get that music. There we go. You come to the top of the stairwell. Standing there just across from you in this room is a particular gentleman who turns to face you. an individual that you may recognize as Lord Waycrest.
Gross.
We've never seen him before, nor seen
Visually, obviously a vampire. He turns and is dressed in an opulent mixture of armor and personal effects. Almost expectantly, as you guys round the corner to quickly move up the stairs to engage him, he turns to face you and says, "Ah, you're here. I must say I'm somewhat disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me, did it trouble you to murder your brothers?"
Did it trouble you to throw? No, that's something else.
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world.
I had to.
Talron's not wasting time and cares not to negotiate with a moron.
Wow.
I'm gonna quickly start finger picking on my loot again so that my meteors get amped
Remember
up.
when
but
we
they're
ran
not,
up the
not
stairs
casting it.
because we had powerful spells going that had a quick timer?
Yeah,
Talron was taking
this
that
is
to heart.
true. Okay, but no, that's fair. That's
Even when
okay.
you
He
do
doesn't
that,
have to monologue. It's
even
whatever.
Even
Yeah,
Alloy is
I had-
caught off guard by that.
I had to stop myself. I'm sorry.
Okay. Because it's snack, as much as I would like to be like, I'm going to open it with a spell, I can't. I need to open with grabbing the bag with the head and the dust and the crap and everything else,
Oh,
and just kind of yeeting it across the room at him and screaming at him about his fucking useless cultists and that, horrible, horrible things.
I
God.
imagine
Very
Snack has probably
amicable.
slipped into Draconic or something.
Oh, fuck Draconic, hold on.
I'm sorry to dismantle your speech, unless we're
No, that's
allowed to
fine.
have a speech in hammer time and it doesn't affect the spell countdowns.
No,
then
that's
I'll happily sit back and have the speech, but that's generally not how this goes with you.
Yeah, no, I could. Yeah, y'all got your spells. Yeah.
Would you like us to enter hammer space and have the chat?
Enter hammer space.
Snack is kind of just drifting between common, Draconic, Infernal, and Abyssal.
I mean, I would allow for some if there's like a little cutscene with some dialogue, but if nobody wants to hear it, then we can just get into fighting.
I'd be up for if it doesn't wear out.
I'm not one
I'd be
to
up for it.
often show you behind the curtain, but I feel like some exposition is probably important. And you don't need it, like by all means, but like whatever, like.
If it doesn't burn out our spells, I'm willing to listen.
I very much would listen, except we ran up the stairs because we were running out of time. But if you're willing to wave the counting down timer on that,
of you
if
being
we can
DM and
enter
having a
into a
story you want to tell.
cutscene, I am willing to pause the spells and stuff. But effectively, the next person that takes like an aggravated action will then enter into combat, and then this stops being fun chatty times with monologues and starts being combat. How's everybody feel about that?
okay.
I'm okay with that because I know you probably have something prepared, and let the DM do the talky thing.
I'm very good
Okay
with
Yeah,
that.
what?
I'm okay
Those
with it.
attack
Guys, I
rolls
know the
never
source you're
happen.
drawing from.
Okay, so
Give us the talkie.
yeah, those attack rolls didn't happen. Yeah, especially the fucking crit fail that you've got there, huh, Chief? Whatever. That's fine. I'm fine with that.
All right, let's have talking time with Lord Kane. I mean Waycrest.
It's funny you should mention that.
Lord Bitchmaster Crime.
As he turns to you, once again, he says he imagined you'd be here sooner. And he says, "Tell me, did it trouble you to murder your brothers?"
The pale shadows of
I do
undead-
not have any relation to them.
the pale shadows of undead that you keep around here.
Indeed. He remains where he's standing. Just, of course, where are my manners? I am Lord Kane Waycrest, chief of this manor.
Hello, Lord Kane.
Are we able to walk closer during this?
I will allow you a bit of movement if you want to come into, like, this area.
Gonna hide behind big friend with Snake.
Just to confirm, but
Yeah.
you worship
Now,
the
where you
Underlord
guys
of
are
Death?
where you guys are standing, you'll notice that in this room there are a number of altars, 4 burning braziers. You see in the center of the room a particularly large altar that appears to be covered in a number of large gemstones. You see 2 chests to the north of you, as well as each of the sort of lightly colored areas on the walls are windows that have no coverings on them whatsoever, looking out over the palisades into the rest of the manor grounds. You're in what is effectively sort of a more covered gazebo on top of this tower.
Just to confirm, you worship the what's his name? Lord of Death, Death Lord. Talron is like purposefully.
Just like boofing it.
Purposely boofing it like...
purposely mailing it in. He smiles to you and nods and says, "Yes, I too serve a god of death."
You serve a pretender.
Strange that you should mention that, fervent one. So specific are you in your worship, I would have thought, at the very least, you may have taken the time to know your enemy better. Perhaps, in your haste to find me, you did not gaze upon your enemies deeply enough.
There is the king and a bunch of assholes who are trying to pretend to be him. I don't care about anyone else.
Yep. Yeah.
Gazing across the paths of infinity.
Not gonna lie there, Kane. We weren't really here for you. Well, I mean, turns out we were, but we weren't really here for you or your god. You were second fiddle to a side story.
Here for your daughter, no doubt, yes?
Yes. How you know that is perhaps even more confusing.
I assume that he has complete visage over his estate.
And he points at Drakier. Very few things happen upon the grounds of my estate that I am not aware of. And we have been attempting, or at least entertaining, your daughter for some time now. Certainly, we had expected that if you would return, it would have at least been within the first few years. But, as I understand it, you were occupied otherwise.
Yeah, for most people, dirt naps are somewhat permanent.
While this conversation is going on, is there any way that I can possibly stealth my way to this section?
You know what? Roll me a stealth. Cool. You get to there. And you are suddenly visited upon by his gaze as he turns his attention directly to you. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Don't forget to add your D4.
Yep.
Gonna need it. It's a 0.
Oh no.
Add a D4 to it.
Oh, 1 second.
Yeah.
At best, that's a 10.
It's an 8. You stop moving. Uncontrollably, you freeze in that moment.
Okay.
And as he looks to you and you freeze, and then looks back to the rest of the party and says, "Yes, now. Do tell me how your god of death is more legitimate than mine."
Don't get Snake started on that. Snake's good.
I am so very curious. At the very least, we could have ourselves an academic conversation.
Just because you can make a bunch of bones move doesn't mean your god has any power.
Indeed. So long as one of us stands, we are Legion. And as such, are we not indivisible?
You are slavers, deserving of no such mercy.
As he turns his attention then to Talrand, it is so wasteful, allowing them to continue their free will. End up with such worrisome situations as this. It is so much easier to strip them of that and simply
Weaker.
command them to, well, weaker, perhaps. It does make use of the spirit in a much more direct sense.
And yet, for all I was when I was brought back, a damaged, broken spirit, I have personally executed half dozen, if not more, of your own. So, your pretender god makes half measures and fails to use them to their full strength because it's the easy way.
The coward's way.
He smiles. So curious you people are. Your convictions so strong. I wonder if they will keep you safe in the particulars and the darker times to come. Understand that everything that you have achieved here, as I have said, in your haste to find me, you have missed some things. Very particular things that you've overlooked. For now, at the very least, at the zenith of our little project here, this place, this manor, and this town has outlasted its usefulness. As have you. And then combat happened. Roll initiative.
Shit.
Hold on, let me clear everybody off the board there. Select your token and roll initiative. That's okay. I managed to get the board clear before everybody rolled.
Wow.
Wah,
I
wah,
rolled
wah,
high
wah, wah.
again. Woo.
Yay!
Now I actually have speed.
All right. Let's see if he rolls. Bink. He got a 15. Hooray for him.
That's actually one of the lower rolls.
Oh, yeah.
We either have 3s and 4s, or we have 20s and 17s.
Usually how our party goes.
He's got a 15, and I'll put that in descending. Just want to make sure I got everybody here. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then him, and then 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right.
Mercenary pen. God damn it.
What did he say?
Just use his new friend, Roland Initiative.
Jeez.
Get out!
There we go. That's what you get. You get half of one laugh. All right.
Mostly just groans.
In that moment, he splays his arms open, and the battle begins. Piffles.
Ah!
What do you do?
Shit, at me. I'm going to cast my Mouse Minute Meteors.
Mouse Minute Meteors.
Yeah. And I get to do that twice on that dude.
Pew pew.
So I send those off at him.
All right, and he's got to make a DC 14 to take half damage.
Yeah.
Twice.
Okay.
Twice,
And yes and yes.
Damn
So
So
he takes
3
half of
damage.
7, so yeah, it's 3 damage each, so it's 6 damage.
damage.
All
Is it
right.
rounded up?
And then I'm gonna like hide just like where the stairs are coming up.
Is
All
that
right.
an altar in front of Alloy there? What
That is correct. Yeah, it's about a chest-high wall.
Yeah,
Ah.
that's why like I'm hiding
Or,
like
like-
where the stairs meet the altar.
Or on like waist height, but yeah, you can definitely take cover there. You are, I would say, within full cover due to your size.
Yeah, 'cause I'm little.
Yeah, you're
I'm
part of
small.
you're part of small squad.
Small squad. Small
Tiny
squad
style.
gobble.
Boil
Tiny.
the scab, says Clay. Love those war cries. All right, Caleb, you're up.
Am I still frozen?
Roll a will save on me.
All right, Will. That would be another wisdom,
Wisdom
right?
save. That's correct. Yeah. Sorry. I keep saying that.
3-5 conditioning.
Oh
Yeah.
boy, here we go. I'm gonna leave.
I do
Roll your
Alright.
d4.
Had that before.
Add that D4, my man.
Welcome to me during this fight.
Okay. You managed to eke out one action. However, you can either move or attack, but you find that for some reason you cannot turn your weapons against the Lord Waycrest.
Oh. Oh.
You have been charmed.
Shit.
Well, like I said, welcome to me during this fight. All right. Well, I'm gonna do what I do best. Then I'm gonna go to here. Wrong thing. There. And that's all I can do at this point.
All right.
Next.
Talrand, you're up.
I cast bow.
Still magical, right?
Yeah, you still got that magic stuff. Both of those?
Yeah, that's like a 2-hour concentration spell, so that doesn't go away in the near future. But it's also why I was noting we're not being stealthy right now.
Yeah.
So that's 35 for 38 total. 38 damage.
Okay.
Assuming those all hit.
They do. All three of those hit, and that is, you said 38 damage?
Yep.
All right. So, millionth time. There we go. That is that damage. Okay. Let's look over here. Okay. On his turn, good God, as it comes around to old Lord Waycrest here, you see where one of your arrows like struck him in the chest. He rips one of the arrows out, and you see the wound immediately shut. As he's regenerating, you can see it is considerably faster than the previous guys that you were up against. He raises one of his hands in the air, snaps his finger, and let's see how many of these things show up. Oh no. Is it? Yeah? Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay.
I don't like that laugh.
Oh God. All right. So, come on, you can do it, game. You can do it. Come on. It's having a little hard. It's having a hard go. Come on. There you go. And let's do that. There we go. We can get rid of that, and we'll move that over. No, stop that. Okay, there we go. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Swarms of bats suddenly erupt into the room.
Oh,
Shit.
Now that is...
We have ads.
Hey, Drag here, Fireball. Fireball would be great right now.
If Alloy is willing to hold his action for me to go,
Technically, you could burn a sorcery point to have it just not hit him.
no, that would make it him automatically succeed his reflex save, so he'd only take half damage.
Sure.
That's still a fuck ton of damage.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
Can Alloy hold his turn to attack after Dracula does?
In that moment, he then leaps through the air, landing on top of the altar at that point. And that is his turn. I will also need to roll for the bats to put them into initiative. Swarm of bats. Where do you go in the initiative? At 5. Cool. Oh, cool. It already put them in there. Neat. Let's move you to... Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, really? The next person rolled a 4?
Hi.
Well, neat. Cool. All right, well... these things fucking swarm at you guys. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He doesn't get anywhere. And they're just like... Oh, yeah, so they have 2 different attacks because they're swarms of creatures. They do different amounts of damage, depending on how many of them are still left. So as the bats swarm over, one of them swings at Drekiar. Does a 7 hit you?
Hell no.
All right, one swings at Alloy. 14.
I react.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits. 20 with a great sword, that hits. 11 slashing damage. Awesome. You cut that swarm of bats exactly in half.
Good.
The 14 doesn't hit you. One of them bites at Piffles.
Oh no, that did not hit me.
A 7 does not hit you. The other one that's over next to Talron swings and attacks Talron. Does a 16 hit you?
No.
All right, the one that's next to Caleb swings and swarms and attacks Caleb. Does a 12 hit you?
No.
Okay. In that, because of that, actually roll another wisdom save.
Oh.
Jesus H. Christ.
Roll your d4.
Plus your D4. Okay.
Same thing.
Yeah, you're still under the charm effect. He got you still.
Yeah, like I said, welcome to me during this fight.
Alloy, you're up.
I'm trying
All
to
right.
help you.
Going to attack the bats that I just attacked. It's a 15 hit.
The bats that you just swung at, a 15 does hit.
Okay.
10 slashing
10 slashing.
damage. Do you want to add anything to that?
Is there anything I can add?
I don't know.
I don't think I can.
Okay, well, there's one bat left in that swarm.
Cool. I'm going to attack the swarm right in front of me.
Okay, this one here?
Yeah.
All right. You swing a greatsword on 19 hits. Roll damage.
11.
11 damage again. Yeah, oh, that goes down a bit.
I think I'll stay here and protect the casters.
Okay. Then Drakiar, it's going to be your turn.
Hey, look, Ally's not in the way anymore.
Fireball.
Please do.
I'm guessing. Please.
It'd be a really great time.
It'd be a super great time to cast Fireball. Rainer.
Let me find a good spot to cast it from.
Because what's the range?
What's the range on it? 20 feet?
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
That 20 feet only hits enemies.
Okay, so that, yes, that
Yeah, we both
does,
on the same square.
from that spot there, it does indeed. So you cast at that location?
Yep.
All right, so from there, you shoot that fireball. Roll me some damage, my man.
Oh, Jesus.
33.
Whoa.
Jesus H. Christ. All right. That's awesome.
Might go foof.
Yeah. That one, and that one. All of those bats are immediately incinerated by the explosion. Lord Waycrest, let's see if he makes that DC 15. He does not, actually. So he does take the full damage. 33 damage. As the explosion blasts behind him. There was a book there. That was incinerated. And I don't think it reached anything else. All right. Anything else you're doing for your turn?
Okay, I'm going to step over next to Alloy. And as a bonus action...
Yeah.
Don't ignore the damage. I am giving him the ability to breathe fire.
Dragon's Breath.
Oh.
You grant him Dragon's Breath. All right.
Cool.
Snack.
He's got a 15-foot... The next minute, it's as long as I hold my concentration, he's got a 15-foot cone breath.
Okay.
Fire.
So, fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
I'm casting Sacred Flame as an action,
Okay.
so that I can also cast Spiritual Weapon as my bonus action.
Okay. So he's got to make that DC 15,
Except, yeah, so...
which he doesn't, so he takes that 5 radiant.
And then the I also get... so it's actually a 17 to hit with Spiritual Weapon.
All right. And you summon that weapon.
Oh, wait. No, it's not. It's only 13 because I'm not under the effects of Bless.
Ah, okay.
So it's only 13.
So you summon a spiritual weapon to attack him for 19?
13, because I'm not under the effects of Bless. I'm the only one in the party that's not.
That is correct. The weapon does swing and miss.
But it is still blue flaming skull next to him.
The king's head.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's put a little. Did I ever make an icon for that, or?
You just used the Game Master Terrawell one.
Oh
shot
yeah,
down.
I did just put like that little icon there. God, it's gonna be like way early. I'll put like a little ghosty goo right there. There he is. Ah.
It's mostly the poeticness of I can't not use a spiritual embodiment of the king as a weapon against this asshole.
Against this guy? Yeah, for real. All right.
That's probably pissing him off that that's in his estate now.
All right. Piffles, what are you up to?
I am. Let's see.
I'm probably his next target, considering I just did fucking 33 damage to him.
You said he was wearing armor? The picture showed him in armor.
That is correct. He is wearing some plate mail around his shoulders and chest.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's funny. You got that heat metal. Now, the Constitution is...
Only to drop it if he can.
If he can, which he
Only
can't.
to drop it, and
So
he can't because it's his armor.
He made the Constitution, but he can't get rid of it.
Wait, no. The Constitution is the choice to hold on to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
if
so...
he can't hold on, if he can't,
Either
then he
way,
still takes damage.
He still takes that
then-
damage.
And if he doesn't drop the if he can't drop the object, he'll have a disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of our next turn. And I think until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your subsequent turns to cause this damage again.
Damn.
So he has to take the armor off.
Heat metal is an evil spell.
It really
Here,
is.
I'm just sending
Yeah.
that to the chat for you for the deets.
There's a heavy or medium metal that you can see within range. You can use the object to glow red. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes that damage. Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action. Yeah, and each of your subsequent turns with concentration to keep it going. If a creature holding or wearing an object takes the damage from that, they must succeed a Constitution saving throw or drop the object if it can. If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your next turn.
That's
So
okay.
he has to go around the whole thing with disadvantage.
He has.
Yep.
If he wants to stop taking that damage, he has to remove the armor, which
Pretty
takes
much.
like 10 minutes.
Yep.
So he's just gonna not have advantage, basically.
That's why I
There you
wanted to do
go.
it
Yeah, that's
at the
really
very
good.
beginning.
That's
Like close to the
really
beginning. And then as my bonus action, I am going to cast 2 more of those meteors at him.
Shoot! Pew pew! You do 8 damage. If he can... Oh, but he can do the DC. Yep. And no. Okay,
No.
so he takes 4 and 2. So 6 damage altogether.
Meh.
All right.
And
Not
that's that.
regenerating this time.
All right. And Caleb, you're up.
All right,
Roll
well,
me
yeah,
a wisdom
okay.
save.
Yep, get this out of the way first. No.
Can he attack the bats at least?
Yes, he can,
doubt it.
actually.
The charm effect is only for Lord Waycrest, not his bats.
So at least you can kill bats.
Fucking Palanthir looking at his dice like,
Why must you fail me so often?
The dice are just trying to fuck us tonight.
I
Yes.
Just
prepared
acting
bats
if I can use.
specifically to help avoid this.
Rams! You can attack the bats. A 16 does hit.
Oh, good.
All
Whoops.
right.
So that's just the 9.
It's just the 9, yeah.
I forgot to turn that
But you
off.
do the 9 damage, which is good. Bam! So that thing has lost some of its HP. Managed to slash some of the bats out of the air. They screech as they fall to the floor, lifeless. You'll notice that each of them that you guys are cutting out of the air are slashing down as they fall to the ground, almost rot and dissolve into nothing within seconds. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
I can't do anything else with my turn.
Well, you can move, but it's your
You
call.
could move to flank the other bats for Talrin.
No, I can only do one action. I attacked.
Yeah, you know what? No, under charm, I'm gonna say for this you can.
Oh.
Yeah, you can take another action in this turn now.
Wrong tool.
If you do move, though, that is an attack of opportunity from the bats.
You can just.
Well, bonus action disengage. That's a thing you can do.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yep. Nope. Never mind
Yeah.
then. Never mind.
Okay.
So now Talrin has flanking. Well, no, you both
There
have
you go.
flanking.
Now you got your flanking. All right. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
All right. Talrend, you're up.
Dalrund continues to cast bow on the vampire lord.
All right.
It's super
Roll to
effective.
attack. All right.
Don't forget to add D4
One arrow
there we
hits.
go.
The second one missed,
Does
but then
an
it
18
also
hit?
hits. Both arrows
Bless.
hit. Roll damage.
Bless is such a fantastic spell.
That's 26 damage.
26 damage. All right. Bam. Okay.
I do not imagine he is happy.
In combat,
No.
Talrund does one thing well, and it is the continued application of the spell bow at people.
Good.
Predictable in the best way.
Good. Yes.
Drakiar
Alright.
just sets everything on fire.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Is that your turn? The 2 arrows.
Yes.
Okay. It is Lord Waycrest's turn, and yes, his wounds are no longer healing due to the radiant damage. What you do see him do in this particular case, because I've just realized he's got a bunch of fucking legendary actions I've been using.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The armor
Shiver.
that you've heated is like burning into his skin. He suddenly vanishes into a cloud of mist, leaving his armor behind as it clatters red hot into the altar below. As a swarm of mist, he moves through the air, reconstituting into his vampiric form here.
Fuck.
He then turns to make several attacks. One attack against Talrend. Come on. One attack against Talrend. Does a 23 hit you?
Yes.
A Kuslash. He does 9 damage.
Oh no.
Then he turns to attack Drakiar. Yeah. He critically fails on both of those.
Plus 9.
Even if he had advantage, he'd still critically fail.
Yeah, he rolled 2 1s.
Doesn't he have disadvantage in this round because he had the armor on?
Yep.
Even though he lost the armor, he still had the effect.
It's
of
until
disadvantage.
Piffle's next turn he has disadvantage on his attacks, which wouldn't have mattered anyway because it still would have been 22.
Let's
to
say the
hit.
22 still hits you.
On his attacks
Um,
and ability checks. So, like, if you hit him and he has, like, a DC or something, it's still going to affect him there, too.
Yeah.
That said, Let's have a look here. Yeah, okay. Alright. It is Alloy's turn.
Spells that require ability
Whoa.
checks.
I'm gonna take a little step over
Oh, I
here.
think I missed the bats.
Uh,
Oh no, the bats aren't in the initiative anymore.
Oh. Wait, yeah, there should have been one. The two
Yeah.
bats should have got to go.
Did you use one of the ones that you deleted as the initiative count?
So fucking probably.
Doesn't matter. We know
either
it's right
way,
before Alloy.
one of them attacks Talrand and boofs it. No, an 18 does in fact hit. Astonishing. I managed to hit one of you. 6 piercing damage for you, sir.
Oh no.
The other bats run over here and attack Caleb and miss.
Does he get another will save since he's been attacked again?
What's that?
Does he get another will save since he's been attacked by the vampire's minions again?
Yeah, you know what? They didn't hit him, but sure, I'll allow it. Make another wisdom save.
Add your D4.
Oh my god.
My fucking god!
Yeah, that's rough, man.
know!
That's rough. Not your fault, though. It's literally nothing you can control. All right, Alloy, you're up.
I'm trying.
Alright, gonna move here.
Yep.
Just because of this.
You got advantage. He's flanked.
That's true. It's like, should I pop Warrior Spirit? All it does is give me advantage. Just take a quick look. Where? Oh, there it is. Fighting Spirit. Okay, so I just get 10 HP, which I'm not worried about. I'm gonna hit him
A 19. That hits.
twice.
Another 19 hits. Roll damage.
If there was
He-
ever a time to use your
He-
second wind,
You
All right.
mean my
19
action
damage.
surge?
yeah, it's your action
Action
surge.
surge.
Wait, no, that's not.
And another attack. The 12 doesn't hit, though.
Even if he.
Wait,
Which,
let's
wait,
look at
what if
the-
you roll a d4? A 2 makes it a 14. Still doesn't hit. I'm sorry.
Even without his armor?
Oh yeah, because he would have. He would lose any benefit he would have had from his armor class.
It still misses.
Yeah, that's for a deck.
Actually, no, you have
Dex?
advantage. You have advantage, so roll a second
he's-
time
Yeah.
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
on that attack.
And he's running up and attacking me. Actually, I'm flanked, so he'd guess.
Yeah,
he'd
so it's
just
two
have-
19s, and then your third attack was a 12 and a 9. And then you rolled a d4. So sorry, yeah, I didn't mean to get you to roll again. That's my bad. So your third attack did miss. You did 19 damage to him, which is good.
The
He still
first,
has a
second,
fourth
and
attack.
Fourth attack, though, hit.
What?
Use action surge.
That,
which
the
gets
9
you-
was my fourth attack.
Yeah, but you have advantage.
Basically,
So
Doc's treating the
Hold on.
12 and the 9
A
as one
fourth
roll.
attack.
Okay. So,
On your turn, you can take
Here
an
it is,
additional.
21.
Oh, okay, right. Because each attack action you take is 2 attacks. Okay, and then
You
the
have to reroll
12,
for both of those.
which was again like if you say the 12 and 9 because you're attacking with advantage, both of those still miss even with the d4s. And then the 21 though, as your final attack, would hit.
Yeah.
Roll to check if you
13.
use it and get a crit on it.
Oh yeah, if you want to roll one more time to see if you get a crit, you can. No. Okay.
No.
All right. Then there we go. All right. Yeah, your blade slashes into him over and over again. His flesh considerably sterner than some of the vampires you guys have been fighting so far through this castle. Drakir, you're up.
I know even if if I roll a 4 on that D4, I still miss.
Fire bolt with a 9.
Wait, no, I got
Yeah.
advantage because I'm flanking him.
You are casting a spell from melee range.
Yeah.
Do
so
not
much.
get advantage on that.
Wait, that's actually still in the rules?
Yep.
Yep.
Casting and or using ranged attacks while you're within melee range of your target does some shit. Hold on.
You need war casting as a feat in order to avoid it.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, in 5th edition, you don't provoke an opportunity attack when casting in melee. However, ranged attack spells, even if the target isn't in melee with you, do have disadvantage because you are performing a ranged attack while within melee range of an enemy. So you do have disadvantage if you are rolling. Like, if you're making any ranged attack whatsoever, either a ranged spell or a ranged attack, and you're within melee range of an enemy, you take disadvantage on that.
Which basically just cancels the advantage out.
Which I forgot to do for Talron, because he's technically within melee range of those bats. That said, a 9 does miss, so you can only roll worse than that, really. All right.
Matter.
Anything else you'd like to do with your turn, though?
I don't think I can really do anything else.
You could move away, so you don't have the problem next turn. Take the disengage action. Oh, wait,
I
no,
don't
you-
have an action anymore.
Yeah, you'd have to take a 5-foot step, which would provoke.
Yeah, so it's like I'm just going to stay here so that
You don't.
we
take the
maintain
Okay.
flanking.
Sneck, you're up.
Okay. Make sure Icon reaches. Yes, Icon reaches. I need you to move Skull Thing to somewhere in there. And then it will attack.
It has advantage this time around.
Yeah, it has advantage this time around.
All right, roll with advantage. It hits. Roll damage.
Okay. So it does
6
6 force damage.
All right.
And then that's my bonus action. So on my actual action, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame again.
Sacred Flame.
And
It's
he
got
has
that DC
disadvantage
15.
for this save because of the heat metal from Emby until Emby's turn starts.
Ah.
So it's DC 15, but he has disadvantage on this save because of Emby
Yeah.
from before.
Yeah, the dexterity save he has a disadvantage on.
Until
Because
her
ability
turn.
checks.
Until
Yeah.
Emby, until Piffle's turn.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Yeah, no. It has disadvantage on its attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your next turn, only if it does not drop or somehow remove the object.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't.
Yeah.
matter
Oh
then.
shit! So he
Yeah.
managed to get off. Okay.
So, yeah,
Okay,
he
so
did get out of
15,
it. So, that's,
15 dex,
I was going to say, like, that's a bit silly that it
I
still imposes
tried.
disadvantage even though he no longer has the object. But that's all the same. He's still got to make that DC 15. He doesn't.
Nope.
Nice.
Nothing but ones over here. It sucks. But he does take that 7
Great for us.
radiant damage.
And more
Like it's
importantly, doesn't
heckin'
regenerate.
wonderful. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's like my big goal here. It's not to do a lot of damage. I don't care if I only do 1. As long as I do 1, he's not healing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Like
All
that's
right.
the thing.
And Piffles, you're up.
Ah. I am. Do I have any shots left at the bagpipes? He's too close to people.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to tell you how to play your character, but Jesus.
So I'm
There's
gonna
no
hit him
way-
with a double stream of Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Yeah. Eldritch Blast. Do those hit him?
They do.
Sweet. Damn
1 and 3
Sweet.
damage, so he takes
Damn
4
it.
damage.
And I'm gonna also fire 2 of my meteors because I have one more charge of it after. Oh shit! Did I do that 3 times?
You
or
did it
twice?
3 times.
Twice.
That's okay. So it's 7 and 9. Let's see if you can have those. Yep.
Nope.
And no. Okay. So DC 14. So he made a 15 ability check against the first one. So instead of
And
7,
6 against the other.
that is 3. And
then
then
he takes
9
9
damage.
from
So
the other
that's
one.
12 fire damage all together.
We're chipping him away.
Ah.
We're trying.
As all of these flaming attacks and whatnot lay into his body, his form eventually breaks and gives way to a cloud of mist.
No! MB actually managed to get the killing blow there?
Envy actually slamming those last few attacks into him.
I've been doing this all game.
Yeah. His body shatters as his sort of like physical form
crumbles away. It's not that I disqualify you, MB. It's I didn't disqualify Piff. I just thought he had a lot more HP.
Yeah.
Okay, so his physical form crumbles away, giving way to sort of a form of his made of mist. The bats that are remaining in the room fall to the floor and begin dissolving into nothing in a matter of seconds. His mist form floats above you for just a moment. I am vanquished, and so it unfolds, and we are each a step closer to our destinies.
God sucks.
That's creepy as fuck.
His mist form seems to fly up out of the gazebo and into the distance to the south and west.
His coffin was never even on the estate.
You feel a small and steady rumbling, though, through the building. As suddenly, through the windows of the structure that you're in, the sun begins to peek over the horizon. You find yourself suddenly on the edge of dawn of the next day. The curse over Alderth is lifted.
We did it. I'll run up to the window. Oh.
I'm going to check over those gems on the...
I don't want to be a werewolf.
Gems.
That was a weird dashing.
I don't want to be a werewolf.
We'll talk about
yes.
that.
Fuck.
We'll talk about that. As you guys run over to look over the gems that are on the table, you do notice something unfortunate and a touch distressing. Drakir, roll me a reflex save. Roll me a dex save.
Oh, shit.
Ah, rats. Okay.
He does not have a lot of dex.
Okay. Doot. Cool. You take 6 fire damage as the books that you had your hands on, the tomes that you took from the basement of the building, erupt into fire.
Well, I take 3 fire damage because I got fire resistance right now.
You do. The book that's on the table just above you guys, the tome that is sitting there, also bursts into flames.
Fuck.
And in the few seconds in which you are standing here, as you are before those chests and looking at the gems upon the table, you do notice that leaking up from the stairs below, there is an odd amount of smoke.
There's a lot of books downstairs.
We should probably go.
We should probably go, yeah.
It is time to vacate the building.
And that's where we'll end our game today.
Yeah, that's a good spot to end.
All right, congratulations, you guys. You beat Lord Waycrest, who was unfortunately an awful lot weaker than I anticipated for a CR-18 creature.
To be fair, he can't. We kept him from regenerating.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
It's a 6-person party.
This is a guy. Yeah. This is a 6-person party, and B, you guys are. This is a perfect example of what is known as the action economy. So the action economy is like, if you are one powerful dude fighting 6 dudes that are not even half your level, you're gonna lose. It doesn't matter how powerful you are or the insane spells and abilities that you can bring to bear against your enemies. They're going to fucking kill you because there's 6 of them and 1 of you. It doesn't matter how strong you are. I could have sent you guys against the fucking Tarrasque and you would have won. Like, it's ridiculous.
To be fair, you were supposed to use his legendary actions, which would have made it...
Oh, yeah. I was only having him do maybe 1 or 2 things a turn, where he had 3 full actions, each of which he could have walked up and been like, nice, I do 3 attack actions. Each action has 2 attacks. And I didn't do that. So
you nerfed him a bit anyway.
I was not wailing hell out like full power against you guys with him, because that would have, I think, been a touch fucking ridiculous. Though summoning a whole pile of bats, while cool, didn't really do as much as I was thinking it might in its moment. So, but all the same, you guys walked out the victor. He didn't even get an attack on you guys. That's awesome.
He got it when he tried.
He did lock up
20
Caleb
points
the
of
entire
health
fight.
damage says, fuck you, he didn't get an attack on us?
He did 10 against you.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He got like 1 attack in.
Yeah.
I had 5 more slots dedicated for healing.
Then the bats got more damage on me.
I was starting to get low on spell
The bats
slot.
did worse to you than he did. So,
Like,
that's...
the bats weren't even a help because fireball.
Well, that's the thing, is that that's a good counterspell for swarms of creatures as a fireball. And none of you had entered the room or, like, encumbered yourself in that space, so it was a perfect time to use it, and it was a spell well used. So congratulations! You guys have made your way to the end of this ridiculous bullshit, but you did just gain a level, so there is no level for this milestone.
Not again. We didn't gain another level quad.
No.
We gained a level last game.
You guys gained a level. You are still at level 6.
We're good with that.
Because you guys moved to level 6 right before this game, I wasn't going to be like, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, no.
I like my offense to level us up right before a boss fight.
Yep.
Not arguing with that. We're good.
It's
We're
nice.
You guys are doing
very
well.
Nice.
So congratulations, and thank you all so much for coming out to our game. This has been a huge amount of fun to run for you guys. Once more, again, though, I am your kind and benevolent DM this evening, Dr. Terrorwide. This is our Layer 4.0. This is our wonderful monster campaign, The Chronicles of Autometh, 5th edition D&D game. We've got here our wonderful players, of course, going down the list. We got Esteban playing Talrand, our skeleton archer.
Now all I need to do is figure out what to do with children.
Yeah, you got a kid in a building that's now on fire. We've got Raynor playing Drakiar, our sorcerer, who is a draconian.
Dead vampire.
And of course, we've got Keldaka Grey playing Sneck, our kobold cleric.
Your god is puny and pathetic.
Your god's shit! And we've got Alloy playing our Warforged Warrior, or Quad playing Alloy, the Warforged Warrior. I'm very tired.
I get to tank fire next game.
Hooray! And we got Palanthier playing Caleb, our Air Genasi rogue.
We've got a child to take care of. We've got a grunkle to get from the basement.
Yeah, your grunkle's in the basement.
Yeah, this is the worst vacation ever.
And last but certainly not least, we got Ambisaurus Rex playing Piffles, our goblin bard.
I do the music damage.
Yeah, and we will see you all again next time. On our next live stream, we do D&D every Thursdays, and every other stream that we're doing is Monday to Friday, 7 till 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We will see you again tomorrow on our next live stream. Goodbye.